No deal.
Now, whatever your name is, get ready for the big surprise.
No deal.
Here we go. One more time.
And play the sports spirit, yo.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Jez7780 with a What Grinds My Gears. Another late night edition. Oh no, I'm getting used to these little grinds after dark type shows. But yeah, I was thinking about a couple of things, and I was like, you know what? Let me do a show. Yeah, the support has been amazing, so I'm like, you know what, guys? I'm gonna do another show because there's definitely something. We need some facts, okay? I'm gonna provide the facts today. Well, to this evening. This evening, I will provide some facts and some observations. And you, the grinders, the people in the interwebs, you make a decision on it. But one of the biggest things here is really just to have some context to the discussions that go on and on and on. And I do feel that one side champions something so much like it doesn't exist anywhere else. And I'm here just to try to show the other side of this, because I think that there is another aspect that there's not a lot of discussion about. And it's not because it's bad. It's because there's so many better things. And I'm going to get into it. Plus, we got some crazy news going around about that Series X. And I'll talk about that as well. So with that, grinders and new subscribers, welcome to the Grindhouse. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe. We're going in, and we're going to be grinding, baby. All right. Yo, hey, what's up? True Virgil, Silverback, Duck Who 1985, Maga, Zeal, Garuda Legends. What's up? Can you hear the sound, Garuda? I know you said you couldn't hear the sound. Mog, what's going on? How you guys doing? So excited. How you doing? It's wildin', baby. It's wild. Some wild friggin' times, baby. It is wild. Woo! So, as we get the grinders coming in here, shout out to the 20 comers starting to come in. Yo, what's up? So excited. How you doing? Nigel 101, what's up? How you doing? Ooh, nice, Mog. Mog just finished Ghosts. Well, you know what? Before I get into the two main topics, I do want to say, oh no, I put a double X in the title. I'm going to have to fix that. This is not the triple Xbox or the double Xbox. I will have to fix that correction. Yo, what's up, Callie? How you doing? Sizzle! Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. What's up? Yeah, so, okay. I played the Avengers beta already today, and you know what? It's not that bad at all. Like, it's okay. I just, the little, I think that it looks pretty damn good. And it looks fun, it kind of reminds me of just, like a God of War light in the aspect of the combat and stuff like that. Not as in depth, but I do see the grind and the Destiny appeal. Like, this basically is, Destiny type structure. You got your world, you got these big hub areas, and you're going to land in them and do a variety of missions in there and get the drops, get the gear, and get the get the experience points and level up these characters. I think it looks great. Like, I think it looks exciting. Like, my son was loving it. You run around. The Hulk was crazy. Black Widow's awesome. Thor, I kind of like Thor. I thought Thor was pretty damn good. Iron Man was a little challenging, and Captain America for that brief amount of time. But the Hulk is fun. There's just a lot of stuff going on too. Like, a lot of destruction, a lot of chaos, which is good because if it adds to the dynamic nature of the Avengers and just the chaos of it, rather than having this very static environment and stuff like that. However, I do see the elements, like I'm kind of seeing through what's being shown. What's up, Tudor? How you doing? Oh no, Sam Ash, I can't. Yeah, so I can see through where it's gonna be kind of this grind, and let's see what the end game is and how the story goes. Like, the story so far has been pretty cool. It's interesting, and I do think that I think it might have some legs on it, but we have to see though. Like, I think the initial impressions are pretty good. I do enjoy it. I think it's really cool, just the Avengers and seeing those characters in there. They did the characters really well. It takes a little bit of time to get used to the different faces of those characters, kind of like the stunt doubles, the Avengers stunt doubles. But no, you know what? I think the voices are pretty well done, and it's not bad. And once you get into it with the characters, like, you accept the character designs and the way they went. So look forward to playing some more of it. I have to grind now for a couple of missions because my son really wants those Fortnite tie-ins. So we're gonna have to finish those couple of missions there for the those 4 missions to get the Hulk smash hands they can use in Fortnite. So that's probably my job tomorrow. We're gonna be doing that. I played the what was the other game I played? I played Rogue Company. A shout out to the guys last night with BitCloud and yeah, it is a very lengthy beta. Before I get off of that, you're right, Sam. It is long. Like, and I'm sure I'm gonna have to redo that once I get the game. So yeah, it is really long. Like, they play the whole intro and probably the first 4 missions. Yes, PS5 is Turbo Man. That is the last video. PS5 is Turbo Man. Xbox Series X is Booster. Yes. Hit that like button as you come in. The other game I played is Rogue Company with the guys last night with Frogs, Merc, and BitCloud. Yo, that game is awesome. I'm really enjoying Rogue Company. I think it's really cool. I know we got into the discussion about PC and PlayStation. I like playing on console. I got my console. I sit back and play on the thing. I'm not going to drag my PC out and plug it into my projector or whatever like that. So, I have my setups. I got my PC setup area for that, but I'm on it a lot for work. So the thing is that going back and forth to the PC, I like to say, hey, I'm not working now, checking emails and stuff like that. So I got my gaming PC set up and I got my console. I'm more of a console player. I'm a console fan. PC gaming is great. I'm never going to knock it. I think it's great. It does have a little annoyances, and the frame rates and the equipment. I love it. It's another side thing. It's a different experience. I look at PC gaming, to me, is like how VR is. It's just another experience. I got true rigs, okay? I got gaming machines. Having a true rig, then I really won't play anything because then I'll be stuck in a big friggin' box somewhere with the big ass, 2080 sitting there. I like the mobility of my gaming laptops. I got my Alienware with the 980 Ti with the 980 Ti hooked up out externally. I have a brand new MSI with a 2060 in it, 4K screen. I use it a lot for like video and I do a lot of photo stuff for photos, but it plays games great. That's hooked up to a 144 hertz monitor. That's my other station, and I got a real cheap Acer Nitro that has like a 1050 Ti in it, which they use kind of just to play some Fortnite. But that was like for $499. I got it. It was so cheap. I picked it up like a couple of years ago. Like it was cheap as hell. It was on clearance. Got that. So I like gaming laptops. I like the mobility. I take them with me. The rigs, I understand. You have throttling and all that other stuff. You get that and you deal with battery life and plugging in. So I understand that. You definitely with your thermals and all that other stuff. I agree. It's more cost efficient and things like that with a tower. But I like having the mobility with that. But that's just me. But I'm not gonna knock gaming. Anyway, that was a whole conversation for another day. Those are the things I'm playing. But let's get into with the 31 grinders. You guys got me cracking up, man. You guys are funny. Yo, what's up, Brian V? Grinders After Dark. That's right, Grinders After Dark. So, I got some stuff set up here. And we're gonna, again, the facts, just a demonstration. But I definitely will give you my opinion because that's all I can give is my opinion. About to get 3090 just for kicks. That's right, Jariah. That's right. Get that 3090 just for kicks. Put a hole. It's gonna be like that. You're gonna put a hole in the wall with a goddamn with that power of that friggin' 3090. The frames are gonna be melting the screen. But so it all stemmed from I was just like on the couch. I clicked on my I have PlayStation Now. So PlayStation Now, I get it every year when they do the days of PlayStation, when they do both the subscriptions for 20% off. So they're both $60. I get them for $44. And so I use it with someone. We play the games in there. You play some stuff. It's good to have just like this games in there. But again, a side piece, and I've always explained that on here. It's definitely like another way of experiencing games. You never knew what mood you're in. That's how I game. That's me. I like to have everything around me. So like if I'm in the mood to do VR, boom, I got it. If I'm in the mood to play this type of game, I got it. If I'm in the mood to say, hey, let me mess around and play something from the PlayStation 3, it's like boom, I got it. I like having all my options available immediately. So I like that variety. Like almost like walking into an arcade and going, hey, what do I want to play? I got my retro gaming, I got my futuristic gaming, that's how I do it. But that's me. So I clicked on PlayStation Now, and I was going through it because they added a few new games, and I'll show those games. And I just started counting. I was like, you know what? There were like 6 across and 6 down. I was like, you know what's interesting? Because I saw somebody talking about the amount of games, like, oh, they're all streamable, they suck, and it sucks, and PlayStation Now sucks. And I'm like, you know what? Let me count, right? Let me just count. So I went through and counted. And here, let me get to the tweet. And yo, I didn't even think that this was gonna blow up the way it did. And I'm just trying. I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. Like I checked it halfway through the day, and I was like, what the? I was like, oh my god. So I calculated. So I counted. It was real simple. I just counted the rows, and I said, I counted 447 games that are downloadable. Right. 162 exclusive games. Now that's across both. So that's why I added them up. 458 PlayStation 3 games that could be streamed. And 27 PlayStation 2 games that are remastered, upgraded to 1080p. Paris came from my neck. Nah. Dude, like this is what I mean. Like people just dismiss this, but this is real, right? I don't know how you dismiss 905 games. Right? And here's some of the games that, and I couldn't list them like some of the other ones. Hitman 2, Street Fighter 5, Dead Cells. Those are the kind of ones that came on. Rainbow Six Siege, Metro Exodus, Mafia 3, Fallout 4, Watch Dogs 2, Dishonored 2, Greedfall they just put on there. And then you have 905 games accessible, right? From PlayStation 2, 27 games, those can be played natively. They can be downloaded. Ape Escape and stuff like that. Those games, I don't know about Ape Escape. Wait, I'll go into it. I don't remember offhand. But these PlayStation 2 games can be downloaded, right? To your PC. So these 27 are part of the 447 games, right? And then 458 games. 905 games total. So I added the PlayStation 3 games plus the downloadable games. 905 games for $60, $59.99 a year. That is not a recent promotion. That's how much it is. $59.99 a year. And we're talking value. All I keep hearing about Game Pass, value. I'm like, there's 905 games in this thing for $60. Value. And this thing blew up. It's still blowing up. 307 likes, 88 tweets. I got people from all over the world. Like I got like friggin' tweets that I got to they got to friggin' interpret. It was crazy. I was like, what? I didn't realize it was blowing up like that. I was like, I'm just writing this. I'm like, value? And I do my Oprah. You know? And then it's funny because Optimus comes in here and he goes, streaming sucks. And after I saw this, no quests, no sale prices, no first party day and date. Then he goes, plus streaming sucks. Did I mention streaming sucks? So know what I did? I streamed a bunch of games today. And I'm going to do that for you guys today. And we're going to see how bad the streaming sucks. And see if it's just unplayable. Because remember, I'm not saying Optimus, but I'm saying a lot of people pushing 5G on a 5-inch screen, playing Xbox games on the toilet or at Starbucks or McDonald's. Okay? But what I responded to Optimus was, I was like, even if you just use the downloadable games, there are 447 that download. That's still almost double what Game Pass has, and it's still $60 versus $180 with Game Pass, because Game Pass is $15 a month. I'll get into that. I also said, day one first-party games, like Battletoads, Grounded, Ori, Minecraft Dungeons, do they make up for that $120 difference about between these two? We're talking value, right? Value? Okay. So, that was the whole thing that blew up. That was just, like, went crazy today. I had no clue. I was just counting. I was like, yeah, let me put these in here, just tweet this out, because I keep seeing every friggin' game, Xbox, the value of Game Pass, because now that we don't have, now that you don't have Halo Infinite, right? Everybody's going back to the power narrative, and how Game Pass is so amazing for the cheap ass gamers out there that just want a value. All right? Okay. I said I'm gonna present here facts. Okay, and I will give my opinion on these facts. So let's go see these 905 games, right? Globzilla, you ready? Oh, we're ready. Oh, look at that, the magic of the internet. Yes. So I'm in my PlayStation now, right? Here we go. So here's the stuff that they just showed, right? Oh, look at that. Tuda, what's up? Tuda's in there already. So we got games added monthly. So this is what they added. Street Fighter V, Dead Cells, Hitman 2. Now, and Watch Dogs 2. Here, if we go here, we could go recently added. Greedfall, Dead Cells, the Power Rangers, some of these farming games. Like, yeah, I'm not saying these are all bangers in here. And again, I'm just saying, just look at the plethora of content in here. Mini Golf, Hello Neighbor, The Turing Test, Metro Exodus. But, like, these are the recent ones they just put in the last next. Rainbow Six Siege, Evil Within 2, Get Even, Just Cause 4, the Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Now, if you click on them, you'll see some of these games will have the things like leaving now in 16 days. Well, this has been in there for over 2 months now. So some of these games do have a time on them. Just like, but Game Pass has the same thing. Game Pass has, and it has Control. Control's in there 16 days because you know what, that DLC's coming out. But the thing is that Xbox Game Pass has games leaving as well. It's just that they don't kind of have they don't put a counter on them when they show up. Like, see, now Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, doesn't have a counter on, so this is in here indefinitely. So when they changed the price of the PlayStation Now, they used to, and that's where a lot of the fodder comes from. Early last year, or like the middle of last year, before they changed this, they put in, they used to put in like 8 to 10 games, but they put in a lot of fodder and a lot of, like, PlayStation 4 games, but also some PlayStation 3 games. Now they've been putting in just PlayStation 4 games, at least for the last year or so. They've been putting just PlayStation 4 games in there since the middle of last year. Now, the other thing is they've been putting less games in a month now. They've been putting not 8 and 10, they've been putting like 4 or 3. And out of those 4 and 3 a month, actually 4 or 5, some 3, but some of them are timed, and some of them are in there indefinitely. So, because remember, Control's in this, so maybe Control's going to go to Game Pass now, similar to how they did GTA. And then you look at Rainbow Six Siege, and Rainbow Six Siege is going to be leaving here in 79 days. So you look at it and you go, okay, well, you're getting these games now are in there, but these are just the ones that they put in recently. Then you look at Dead or Alive, that's in there indefinitely because it doesn't have the timer on it. But these could all be downloaded natively, and as you can see, I have some of them I've already downloaded. You could download the game, or you could stream it. So, and you can add to your list, or you could do the save data. Now, another cool thing that they do in this thing, right? I'm going to stream it right now. Another cool thing is that if you had the game on your hard drive, or you played it, or you own it, it transfers the cloud save. The other thing is that if I'm playing it on here, in the cloud, that if I do download it or I buy it later on, I could grab the save from PlayStation Now and put it on my my console, right? So so it's cool that it made that better, right? And yo, what's up, Cat Daddy Lurk? How you doing? Hey, man, love your Game Pass. Yo, what's up, Raven Flow? And again, I'm just showing another side of it, because everybody just seems to, like, you love your Game Pass, and everybody talks about the, Game Pass. I just want to show, PlayStation Now, because I think everybody just kind of just trashes this thing. But again, let's see if I can get a quick. I don't know why I chose this game. Well, let me know if it's too loud. I'm going to have to lower it. Because I know the PlayStation Now one comes in. But I'm just trying to show you, like, this is streaming. This random ass people. Let's go. Let's get in a game. We're going to be jumping around. But again, I'm just showing this is streaming. Not streaming to over the internet. This is streaming. I'm streaming the game from my PlayStation. Now, I'm not going to say it's, like, super perfect. Like, you'll see some hitches here or there. Yeah, you'll see some hitches here or there. Yeah, Jiggle Physics, Mog. That's right. It's Grinds After Dark, baby. We're playing, Oh, snap that neck. Oh, yeah. Hurricanrana. I want to see who this guy is. I love the one thing I love about Dead or Alive now is the multi-stage things. Let's see if I can knock her out. Oh, damn. So yeah, you can see, like, this is streaming. This is cloud, I guess. Streaming over the internet. And look, I got a trophy. Look at that. Hey. Looks good, right? So this is streaming that supposedly is so, like, bad. Now, again, I'm not here going like, this is the future. Oh, my God, this is it. No. Oh, my God, Dead or Alive Volleyball? Man, oh, snap, she got me. I'm just showing you that, like, first of all, this is a PlayStation 4 game. I want to go to the PlayStation 3 games. But this is not playing natively. I just wanted to show you. Yeah. But now watch. Ready? So I go here. Download the game. I can browse it. Return to home screen. Close the game out. Let's close it out. Let's go back. Alright. Now let's go. So what I did was, I went to your browse, and look how they have it set up. They got exclusives. This is how I counted the 160 something exclusives, right? These are all the exclusive games. They got Bloodborne in there. These are all the exclusives. All the God of Wars. Every single one. 1, 2, 3. Ascension. I was playing Ascension earlier. So here. Should I play the worst one? What is this one? Oh, wow. This is the one that they remade from the... yeah, it's definitely playable. Exactly. I mean, oh, the Hot Shots Golf. Hot Shots Tennis. A Killzone. The only problem I have with some of these first-person shooters on PlayStation 3 is the stupid bumper buttons. That sucked. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can't play Luminous probably because of the music. Luminous, man. Love that. So these are the exclusive games. There's your Resistance. There's your Ratchet and Clanks. Rain, Ragdoll Kung Fu. I know, Killzone 2. Let's see how Killzone 2 goes. I'm streaming it. Hot Shots Golf was awesome. I know. So these are all the exclusives. So I counted these. There's 162 of them in there. Ragdoll Kung Fu. Yes. I played that. That was pretty cool. And you can hook up 2 controllers to it. So, you know, even over the cloud, you know, streaming this stuff. Plus, you can play this all on PC, too. You can stream it. Now, that one I think is a little wonky. I played a little bit of it, but I find that it kind of runs better on the PlayStation. Now, another thing that I want to point out, too, is that Xbox GamePass, again, the streaming aspect of it, the cloud aspect, is still not on the console. Like, this is streaming to the console. You know? And, but, like, I just want to make a point that the streaming aspect, because people just want to automatically just omit the 458 games, because they're streamed. You know?
This much I vow.
No, yo, this had a great. I remember this intro of this guy.
By crushing the armies of our enemy, by seizing the weapons they thought to turn against us, we were fighting for our very existence.
You're right. Well, they got rid of that studio. Look at this. This is PlayStation 3.
Deny us peace, refuse us our rightful place in the universe. Then we will unleash such terrible vengeance that generations
Yo, shout out to 56 grinders watching. Hit that like button. Share it out. We're just getting started.
The dictator Bizarre plays a martyr while threatening the peace of the universe.
Listen to this shit makes me want to break something.
Ever the dip.
Let's skip it. Just want to run around this. I'll do Motorstorm. I played Motorstorm before. It's good. You know what, Guap? I tried to see if the multiplayer works. I think the multiplayer... I can check. I'll check. I'll check. This is live. Again, just showing streaming. Right? This is streaming. This is not native. This is... And look, even the 6-axis works. How crazy is that? The 6-axis works. It's just that nobody talks about this thing, and it's like it's $59 a year. All I hear about is the game. This is one, and this is just another level for PlayStation. This is just another level. Like, this is just another way to play. Oh wait, I was able to fix this. Jeez. Guys, does this look better than Halo Infinite? Oh, snap. Too early? Too early? Yo. I didn't now play this game with the goddamn PlayStation 3 controllers. I know I played this game with the goddamn. How do you aim down sights? Oh, there you go. You had to click this. I don't know what else. Oh, yeah, straight away. What else shooting at me? Oh man, I don't know the controls for this. And also too, I'm trying to play this in my OBS browser. So I'm sorry if it's not going real well. I'm trying to play this. Oh, there we go. Boom. Shooting was backwards, I know. I switched it though. Let's do this.
Be advised, reinforcements are inbound.
Now here, let's see. I'm gonna hit the buttons. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Click. Am I hitting my own guys? I can't see. Yeah, I'm playing on like a friggin'. Oh, here we go. Let me get these guys. How do you hit cover? There we go. Yeah, right? This looks better here looking it. Oh man, I'm out of cover. Hold on. Yeah, this is like, I'm playing on this little ass OBS screen. Hold on. I might want to play this. I know, right? Dude. Yeah, they're like friggin' taking me out here. I'm so used to, see, you have to click to aim down sights. Yeah, I want to aim down sights. Look at that guy run away. Got him. But hey, the whole point is that, again, this is not a Killzone stream, but this is streaming over the internet. Alright? And it works pretty well. Like, I'm streaming this on my PlayStation through the OBS where I'm trying to play. So I'm not even playing natively on my TV. I'm playing this through OBS. Do I have another grenade? Oh, L2 makes you squat. Yo, these are some messed up controls. Alright, we're done. We're done. But that is definitely... Oh, you can change control. Let me close the game. No! Man, I tell you, I played on the little OBS screen, but man, that looked damn good. I'm going to have to play that again. And we're just at K, guys. So, just wanted to say, rag.com. You want the Motorsport, or you want the Motor Storm. Hold on. The Last of Us in there. Sly Cooper. Unfinished Swan. I was playing that. All the Uncharted's. Twisted Metal. Twisted Uncharted 2, 1. Until Dawn. And Yakuza 4 and 5. And Wakeboarding. I used that one. These are the places. Alright, so that's PlayStation 3. So now, oops. Sorry. So that's exclusives, right? The way they got it. And then here, you can do PS4 games. You can do PS3 games. Alone in the Dark. Remember that game? Altered Beast. So I'm going to do PS3 games. Because those are the streamable ones, right? You got your Batmans. You got your Bioshocks. Some Disney games. You got Borderlands. Brink. Oh my god. Does this still work? Bethesda. I want to see if this, because this game was an online game. Wasn't it Brink an online game? This game was... Oh yeah. Sorry, Garuda. I was trying to find Motorsport. I got to search for it. Brink. Oh, I didn't check the multiplayer either. Yo, what's up, 2JZ? How you doing? Nice. UFC and grinds my gears. Brink. This is a Phil Ness game right here. Phil Ness game. But again, I'm just showing this thing working here. Now, your miles may vary. I have like 220 down, I guess, and like 10, 15 up, 12 up, 20 up. And it's over Wi-Fi. I know, PS3, I know. VROM. Shout out to VROM. Yo, checking that out, that did look better than the Killzone 2 did look better than Halo. Splash damage. And it's only $60. This is like I'm doing basically the Xbox thing. Like this is my freaking infomercial. I'm just showing you, man. This is $60. All right. So when people just dismiss like, oh, the streamed games, they're horrible. You know what? Okay, fine. 447 of them can be downloaded natively to your PlayStation. And 458 of them. That's 905 games for $59 a month. And we keep talking for $59 a year. And people say that like Game Pass because of what? Day one Xbox games? Those are the ones that have been the worst quality. We're going to get into that. I'm just doing a little bit of gameplay to back up the discussion. Okay? Because, and nonetheless, you wait for Days of Play is 20% off. I got this for $44.99 for a year. Just to mess around. Guys, that's $44. Brink was broken. Let's see if it's still broken. I don't even know if it still works. I just saw Brink. I'm like, Brink.
40 years ago, we started building the Ark. Back then...
Yeah, I don't want to hit. I'm saving. I will escape the Ark. That's the big choice. Alright, tell me if you see, like, lag spikes and stuff like that, right? Still works. This is streaming from a PlayStation 3, apparently, I guess. It did have a cool art style. Yeah, considering how well this is working right now, I might stream some games off of this. Like, have some stream nights on this. Alright, we're skipping. That's responsive. Oh, orange box? I don't think so. Whatever, let's go. Skip him. Done. Yeah, that's him. Let's go. I don't even know what they're saying. Let's go. Wait a second, I want to see something. I'm just hitting buttons. Let's go. Joining session. Let's see. I don't even think this... What?
Brothers, for months now we've had an agent in the Founders Council. The time has come to pull him out.
Yeah, now the thing is that streaming, right? Streaming on this streaming here. Enough as a guy talking. Shut up. I don't want to hear him talk. But streaming here, I don't think anybody's playing. Nobody's playing this online. Well, I just hope it's not the stupid PlayStation reverse buttons. Oh, I hate that. You gotta shoot the bumpers. Oh man, see, I'm a mess. I gotta like go inverted. Invite friend. Who would get invited to play Brink? Yo, I'm always messed up my inverted look. Can I switch this? Oh, I gotta switch because I hate using the bumpers. J-Cat, what's up? This is Brink, streamed over PlayStation Now, playing on the PlayStation 3. Because people just seem to dismiss PlayStation Now so much. I don't think I ever even played the gameplay to Brink. Yeah, that was shit. I didn't even know it was gonna work. I didn't even know it was gonna work, friggin' Brink. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna get into that part. Alright, where somebody wanted to play MotorStorm. So these are the PlayStation 3. But yeah, let me go. This is what I'm gonna do. Let me show you. Alright. Look how cool. You could go by genre. Alright. You could go by theme, abstract, alternative history, resistance, remember, anime, horror, fantasy, medieval, martial arts, post-apocalyptic, sci-fi. So you got the superhero. Let's see what superhero games they got in here. Here are all the superhero games. Oh, they got Shadow Complex. This Strider? What is this? Yeah, Strider. Oh, you can download it. Was it a PlayStation 4 game? Huh. Hey, what's up, Raphael? How you doing? Hey, it had Ben 10. Those superhero games. And then, this is pretty cool here. Look and feel. So if the bright and colorful, dark and ominous, family friendly, immersive, like, oh, this is cool. It's like almost like moods. It's like what kind of mood you're in. You know, fast paced, gory. You know, you want some gory games. Oh, fear. Yeah, fear in here. There's so many so many games in here. It's almost 1,000. And then you could go by game mechanics. 4-player co-op, which that works. You could do 4 controllers. Character progression, dialogue trees, like say, loot. Here's your loot games. They call Control a loot game. All the Metros are in here. But yeah, that's all I wanted to do. Red Faction, Doom. Say go all games. So this is why. I broke it down by the places. But here are all the games. Like this is over 1,000 games. We got Alex Kidd, Altered Beast. Like I'm just gonna go down them. You could take a look and say which ones call your name and stuff like that. But like old, new, streaming, download. Remember Body Count? Do you remember this game? I'll let you know, Guap, when they do that sale. Oblivion. Yes, they got Oblivion. Remember this Body Count? This was made by the guys that made Burnout. And it had like all the destruction and stuff. I think that was it, Body Count. Is this the... Oh, Codemasters. Maybe not. That's the wrong one. I think that's a different game, not Body Count. But yeah, it's 15, and yeah, I'll show you. So you go, they got the Cars games in there. Dark Cloud 2. So these are the some. So if you go here, if I go through here, so we're in the D's, the B's, Dead Nation. This was a big game on PlayStation 3. Remember Dead Nation, Destroy All Humans, Devil May Cry 4. Look at this one. You want to see something else? Look at this Devil May Cry HD collection. Metal Gear Revengeance, yes it is. Brave, Epic Mickey Mouse, Doom, Dive Kick, Dragon's Lair. This is the arcade. Oh my god, that game sucked in the arcade. Dynasty Warriors, Kajillions. I remember this is one of the games I played. I rented this from Blockbuster. I remember when this game came out. It was like a spoof. Matt Hazard. Yeah, the Metal Gear collection. Yeah, I'm looking at it small here. Yeah, they have this. So I'm gonna say this game. Everyone's gone to the rapture. This game, before it was downloadable, I played this game on PlayStation Now and I beat the whole game. Now, yeah, it's not a fast-paced game, but I streamed it, and as you can see, the streaming got so much better than what it was a few years ago. Look at this. They got Fallout 4 in here, downloaded. So right now, you download this, you have Fallout 4. The better Fallout. Fallout 76 is the one that's in Xbox Game Pass. Fallout 4 is the one that's here. You download it, you got Fallout 4. Like, that's it. You download it, it shows up on your dash. Flower. They got the Flower game. They got... And here's all your God of Wars. God Eater 2, these 2 games. I think this one's, that's a downloadable, Resurrection. And then... But then you got here Golden Axe. That's streamed. All the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 2 games. Guacamelee, Grim Fandango. See, so I downloaded that. So this is, I have it. So if I hit play download, now I'm probably gonna have to download, but like now I'm playing it off my hard drive because I downloaded the game, right? So it now just boots it up right from my screen. And now I gotta try to go back to PlayStation Now. But then it shows up, and what's crazy is that it shows up all these games as if you own them, right? So like. So when you're playing them, like here, like now it shows all my recent games. Like I was playing this, Star Wars Force Unleashed. Now, it's on PlayStation Now. So now it just boots right up. And I guess that's why this tweet got so many, like, likes, because it's like, people like, yeah, this is value. Like this is something that nobody really speaks about because everybody's talking about the bangers that Sony's been dropping. Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us 2. Everybody just talks about the great games that are coming out currently. But this service just is in the background. And this is not even in addition to the games that you've been getting for PlayStation Network. So we're going to talk about value. Like, let's talk about value with some facts. Like, look at this stuff. Like, And this is not no $200 a year, $180 a year. This is $59.99. On sale, you get it for $45. For the price of one game, you get almost 905 of them that you could play on your PlayStation. Like, and the thing is that talk about options. Here's a goddamn option. This is not ruining the way gaming is. Like, this is not forcing you to play in the cloud. This is not saying like all our games are coming into this service. No, you could have your cake and eat it too. You have your bangers. You have your AAA games. You have your curated content. You have your VR. Oh, and I got all these friggin' games too, and I just died because I'm talking and grinding. It's an option, right? This is a PlayStation 3 game. Now you might see, let's see some lag. I don't know. Let's see. It's not lagging for me. I don't know if it's lagging for anybody else. But this is pretty damn playable. So anybody streaming, PlayStation Now is trash because of streaming. Yeah, you know what? You want to talk about media bias and you want to talk about like people that are biased? That's all bias, okay? I tell it the way it is. You know, if this was trash, it was trash. You know, if Grounded is not what it's supposed to be, I'm gonna tell you what Grounded is not supposed to be. That's not the games people want, okay? I suck now because I'm getting pissed. Fuck, stupid ass things here. Yeah. Exactly. It's the cherry on top. Exactly. Look, look at this. Oh my god. This is streaming, okay? I'm not here going like, oh my god, streaming's the future, please. I'm just saying, I'm showing this because people automatically just dismiss PlayStation Now because they think the whole system is streaming. The streaming sucks. Well, it's just freaking streaming. And you know what? Look, I am streaming. Close the game. I'm out of it. So just to go, like, I'm going to go halfway. I think Motorstorm's in here. He wanted to see Motorstorm. I'll do that. Bubsy! Where's Motorstorm? Yeah, it keeps going and going. Where are we now? We're at F. Yeah, it is quick and responsive. They redid the whole thing. What is it? They got not Gravity Crash. Do they have? Yeah. High Stakes Poker, Hello Neighbor. Just try to get a mental picture of what's in here because I'm going to go to Game Pass next. That's right, Impatient. It's right. They're the ones spreading the lie. PlayStation Now sucks. They're just dismissing it. Especially in PlayStation Now allowed downloadable now. Look at all these Lego Batmans and stuff like that. And these are in here indefinitely. Look, there's no timelines on them. Is Mafia 3? Mafia 3 don't have a timeline. And you can download it. And it's yours. Right? Mega Man 9. They got some good retro games in here, too. What is this, Mega Man 10? And listen. Oh, yeah, dude. I'm gonna, wait. We're not, you know how they do those infomercials where they kind of show you what's, yeah, wait, watch. I'm going to show you something that's really a surprise. B-Money, what's up? Yeah. So, Nina Kune. We're at O now. Look, Overcooked 2. They got that in there. Payday. They got Rocket League, Rogue. Keeps going. We're at S's. Sniper Elites. All these sniper games. Sniper Elite 3. Sniper Elite 4. Sniper Elite. They got, like, collections in here. Look at all the Sonics. Even though these are... Look at all these Star Wars games. You got Force Unleashed, Force Unleashed 2, Bounty Hunter, Starfire. You got the this, and now look at these because these are PlayStation 2 games remastered. They redid them, so you could download these. These are PlayStation 2 Star Wars games. They even have. Where's the other one? Oh, I think where is it? Strong Bad. Remember Strong Bad? Look at all this stuff. Here it is. Look at this. And it's downloadable. Remember, this game, I'm going to stream it. Probably didn't get the thing on there. Super Star Wars. Remember, this game, this was a Super NES version of Star Wars. Probably shouldn't play it because I'm going to get the music. Who knows? Anti-consumer. Yeah. Nah, this is not bad of a deal at all. Yes. Remember this? Some memory lane stuff. What is it? Transferring your game data to your new location? Well, I don't know what the hell it's doing now. Now this could be downloaded directly to the system. Now see, I downloaded this game and played it, so it just transferred my save. So now my save comes with me. It was trying to. I don't know what it's doing. Game data to a new location. Oh no, what it's doing? I think I downloaded this. I don't know what it's doing now. I must have downloaded this and now it's transferring it to the cloud. I don't know what the hell it's doing. Yo, 62 grind is my god. Double banger. Hit that like button, everybody. Sound the alarm while we're waiting. Yeah. Smash that like button. Star Wars. Remember this? Man, I played it on Super Nintendo. No, the sand pit. Get him, Luke. Can I make it widescreen? I think I can. Stereo. Slow down. I don't want slow down on. I remember that was a Nintendo feature. Where's the hell the thing? I thought I could make a widescreen. I think you can. Well, never mind. Hey, it's streaming. There was a way I thought I definitely could. Why is he fighting scorpions? Luke, why are you fighting scorpions? Alright, Luke. There was a way to make it widescreen. But you get the point. Yo, Salty, what's up? Just showing people. But remember that game, man. That was crazy. Alright, Motorstorm. So I can't find it in this list of games, so I will have to use the search. And here are the games that are trending. So you want to see what's trending, right? NBA 2K, Watch Dogs 2, which could be downloaded. Injustice, which could be streamed. Injustice. Gods Among Us. Rocket League, Rainbow Six Siege. Here's trending. Saints Row 2. I tried playing this online. It didn't work. The servers are down for Saints Row 2. Man, I remember that game would go crazy. Saints Row 2. Sonic. Star Wars. Boom. So, yeah, like, you want to go up here, and we will go for Motorstorm. Now, I streamed everything. I didn't download anything. They got the Motorstorm RC game and the Motorstorm Apocalypse. Here we go for the fans.
And may the Schwartz be with you.
All right, back. Mrs. Grimes came into my office. Oh, man. By request. It's still loading up. Oh, again, it's not bad. Remember, stream it over the internet to the thing. Hey, I'm just showing the facts. Like I said, I was just going to show the facts. You know, show, like, you know, the thing that people just dismiss this. Like, it doesn't exist. Like, oh, no, Game Pass. Screw PlayStation now. It's trash. Well, excuse me? First off, it is, like, extremely cheaper than your service. And look at all the content if we want to talk value. All right, after Motorstorm, I'm gonna do the grinds because I think we've seen enough. I'm gonna do more of this. If you guys want more of this, I will definitely do a night where we go through PlayStation Now and reminisce.
Never underestimate the power of the Schwartz.
That's right. Boom. No, it looks good to me. Let's look on the stream. Yeah, it looks good on the stream. It's not bad, man. This is the first time I streamed PlayStation Now stuff. You know? Poor Evolution Studios. Yo, that tweet is still going, man. Whoa. That tweet with my counts. It is taking on a life of its own. This tweet is up to 313 likes. That's crazy. I think even what? Oh my gosh. Yeah, what's going on? This is like a story. I don't want to do this. I just want to play. Sorry, guys. This is not good. Did I just quit the thing? Well, you can, Impatient. You can play it for a low price of $59.99 for a whole year. It's not going anywhere. There we go. It's responsive. It's really responsive. I have to say. I'm impressed with the streaming. I haven't streamed so much. I only streamed a little bit. Like, to play these games. Because I'm playing everything else, you know? But for the price, you can't beat it. Oh, there's my elbow. Hold on. Before that music comes in. I don't know what the hell. Look at that. They even had goddamn photo mode back then. They had goddamn photo mode. Look at this. You want to say? I'll check. I'll check, Illusion. I'll check if anybody's online. Probably not. Oh, this is hard playing on this little in OBS. I'm playing through this through OBS. This is like crazy. I'm like streaming this 3 different ways and it's still looking. Oh! Oh, I didn't see that wall. Dude, I can't. I'm playing this on too small of a screen. See, who wants to play this kind of stuff on a 5-inch screen? I'm trying to play it on a 10-inch screen within OBS. And it's not lagging at all. Man, I'm impressed. Are they using that Azure Cloud? Because, damn, thanks, Microsoft. Thanks for the freebies. Take from them everything. Give them nothing. Thanks, Phil. Thanks for making the PlayStation better. You dope. Yeehaw! Oh! Oh! They need to introduce this more, man. They need to introduce, like, slow-mo crashes. We need some crazy games like that. No! Oh, there he is. Come on, let's get it straight. Can I elbow him? Oh, no, I didn't want to shift my... Oh, shit, the tree! Damn! Watch out for the balloon! Oh, I'm still falling. There's some intense crashes. There he is. Let's go. Get him. What? Where the hell did that rock come from? Exactly, Ravenflow. It's about content. That's why, like, yeah, we're gonna get into this thing. Yeah, let's go. So, like, where they have you? Like, you could watch. You want to see something else? Watch this. Look at this. There you go. Your PlayStation 3 menu, because I'm playing off a PlayStation 3. Here's the PlayStation 3 friends list. How crazy is this? Here's your PlayStation. The PlayStation Network. Your old trophy collection. Sinking trophies. How crazy is that? You're really playing off a friggin' somebody PlayStation 3. No, it doesn't, Garud. It did not hold. All right, I don't need to sync my trophies. But yeah, remember that? Old school friends list. Let's see what else. If I go up. Look, block list, add friend, players met, start new game, your message box. How's that? And that's an option. Isn't that crazy? Show and hide cross media bar. Because this is the thing. And what's crazy, you want to see something else? Return to home screen. Or that's this, ready? Return to home screen. So here's all the games I was playing, right? Now, watch this. Here's the game. Look at that. Instant resume back to it from the cloud. Oh, I missed that ramp. Now, this was, I got to play this on my HDMI 1. Oh, there's some lag. So you see that? Because I resumed. So there was a little lag, a little hitch. And you get an internet hitch once in a while, but you don't get drop connections or anything like that. You know. It's pretty slick. And like Ravenflow said, like, it's about the content. So, like, whenever Sony's like, yeah, PlayStation Now on phone starting tomorrow. Like, you got 905 games in there and games that people can play. Like, the thing is that it's about the content. And if Nintendo did it, the thing is that they have the games that people want to play. And if those... I just drove right into that wall. Oh, my God. And then, see, you could change your controller. I could make my controller play it too. You could add different controllers. You know what else? I think even and I told you the 6-axis works and stuff like that. And you go back to browse games. I drove right into that friggin' wall. But there, that was streaming a PlayStation 3 game, right? So 458 of those. So I think, you know, I've demonstrated enough in the last half hour, 45 minutes or so of this PlayStation Now that people just seem to dismiss. So you got like a mental image of the games that are in here. Take my driver's license away. That's right. I drove right there, goddamn wall. You got Bomberman. Yeah, I'll definitely do a night, again, another night like this where I'm just streaming. But I really wanted to make a point, Carmageddon, with this, because they got new, you got Control, and you got, like, you know, where can you play Control and MotorStorm? You know what I mean? Dark Cloud, Darksiders. Bowser Gruder wanted me to play that, so I wanted to play it, but I drove into a wall a couple of times. It was hard. I'm playing through OBS on my side screen on a you know, small as hell, trying to play through the OBS, which I can't believe how responsive it is. Remember this game, Double Dragon Neon? There's some good ones, man. There's some crazy games in here. Some classics. So now we got it. Fallout New Vegas. Oh, Obsidian, thanks. Fat Princess. Remember this? Fantavision. F's. And you got all your God Awards, all your Uncharted's, all your Infamouses, all your Resistance, all your Homefronts, I guess. Hot Shots. Infamous 2, even the DLC, the vampire one, the Festival of Blood. Infamous. The DLCs. The Double Dragon Mullets. But again, Jetpack Joyride, Jimmy Johnson, Dangerous Joe, Katamari Forever. There are some pretty damn good games in here. You got Mafia 3 and, oh, Mafia 2. Right? Remember they're selling you the remaster? You can stream it right now. Oh, here we go, baby. Lost Planet 2, baby. That was an Xbox exclusive. My God, Lost Planet. That was another one, man. Pug Channel says he owned Double Dragon Neon. Matt Hazards. Mirror's Edge. Here's all these Mud Runner. Mousecraft. I don't know. NBA Playgrounds. That had to be downloadable. There's a lot. Like I said, there's 447 games that can be downloadable. Hey, you want... Oh, I can't wait for a Ninja Gaiden. I can't wait for a Ninja Gaiden. Here we go. Ninja Gaiden 3. Here we go. Ninja Gaiden Sigma. Here we go. Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. Oh, and Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. I can't wait. I want a Ninja Gaiden. There you go. Like, yeah. Obliterate. I had that on the PC. Ollie Ollie. Overcooked 2, so that's a new one. The Pac-Mans, Overlords. Like, they have, like they give you the 1 and 2. All the Pixel Junks, Pixel Junk Races, Pixel Junk Monsters. Those are big on the PlayStation 3. Oh, look, PUBG is just sitting here, rotting away. How many days for PUBG? Oh, my God. PUBG is in here forever. That's how great it is. It's just sitting in here. They had the Power Rangers, Prey. Tell you, they've been doing some deals with Bethesda. Project Cars 1 and Project Cars 2. The Puppeteer, that was pretty cool. Qbert, some retro gaming. Kung Fu Rage. What we got in here? The original Red Faction. Remember, it was a first-person shooter, the original. And this is another thing, ready? So they got this. Then if you go down here, look, they show you videos and screenshots of it. I forgot to show you that part. This is the original Red Faction. You can blow a hole in the wall. So you got a description and I think it even tells you when it came out and stuff. Yeah, if you go to that's the gallery, and then you go to details, they'll tell you it came out. Whoa, when did that come out? It came out 2016. Oh, this is the remake, original platform on the PlayStation 2. And then if you go to recommendations, it'll tell you other games in PlayStation Now that you could play that you might want to play this game. You know? Maybe you want to play the original BioShock. So it recommends other games. Maybe you want to play the original Infamous. You know? Hit that like button. Thank you, Glorious Kev. Yeah, maybe we won't play the original Infamous. I'm popping in and out of games. All right? And guys, remember, this is the tail end of a generation. The potential of this stuff, of PlayStation Now, and the service itself, it hasn't even been seen yet. This has been existing. And you're getting another console, a PlayStation 5. Here's Sucker Punch. Shout out to them for where we're playing Ghost of Tsushima. This is where it started. Nigel says he's in Fallout 3. My goodness. That's awesome. Are you a character, a voice? Or are you playing it? I don't know. What's up, Dom? Let's see. Time somebody on Twitter goes, hey, PlayStation Now, bah humbug, send them over to the grind stream for a little bit of fact checks.
What the hell happened?
Because, you know, I don't see a lot of PlayStation people hyping this up. And you know why?
Oh,
hey, because there's so much to eat. It's like, dude, like, this exists. I just don't know why it's revered as like the only thing with Xbox. And the problem is that, and this is probably so loud, I'm talking over it.
Hey, wave up if you can hear me. If you can walk, get out of there. Head for the bridge.
Yo, what's up, Chief?
Hey, you.
I'll get on my little soapbox because we're gonna. I keep telling you I'm doing it, but I don't know what. You know. Oh, I use the right stick. I'm just doing my thing. That's right, Buck.
Move.
Damn, look how good this looks.
Cole, man, you there? Come on, man, pick up.
Exactly. Well, you know what? Gio knows that's like what happens when you have like a first impression, right? That's why that Halo Infinite thing is gonna be that's in deep trouble right there. Hell off. Oh my god, no, I know what's wrong. My friggin' my horizontal. Yeah, my horizontal's inverted. No. Please. That's messed up. I can't do that. This is running. Ow, hot feet. Oh, that's how he gets his powers.
What the hell? Should be dead. Oh, man.
Oh, damn. Hell, let's spin it around. Leg, no. Spin it around, leg, no. It's not lagging for me. This. Yep. You just extracted electricity. even know where the hell to go now.
What's happening to me?
Well, you've been getting electrocuted.
If you're able to walk, please evacuate across the bridge to the Neon. Remain calm. Emergency personnel are en route.
Man, I remember when this came out like the same time as the original Crackdown. It was like the battle, the Infamous and Crackdown, like the two kind of superhero like games. No. Alright guys, hit that subscribe button too. So you always catch grinds my gears. Oh snap! By the power!
If you're able to walk, please evacuate across the bridge to the Neon. Remain calm.
Alright, this is where they started, right? Alright. I'm gonna drop out of this because I gotta get to my point. I'll be playing this, like, I'll be playing games all night, man. I want to get to my point. So, yeah. So, Infamous, they suggested that. I go back. So, yeah, we were down. Oh, but yeah, just get a mental picture. Okay, we're still going down Rugby. We got this. We got Sam and Max. Sky Dive. All the Sonics. We saw these already. And then we get all the way down to Evil Within. The Surge. Just get a mental picture, right? We're still going. Twisted Metal. Street Fighter 4. Uncharted. Right? Wolfenstein. Well, hell, look at these. Ready? Wolfenstein 2. Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. Wolfenstein, The Old Blood. Here's some wrestling games. All three of them. There's 15, 16, and 18. Yakuza's. And there we go. Okay? So you got your mental picture, right? You're Wet. Another game. So there. 905 games, right? I showed you now for the last hour or so. But wanted to demonstrate streaming as well because people seem to dismiss that a lot. Now, so as I mentioned, here's the tweet that I had. Still climbing. My God, 324. But yeah, so you can see I couldn't capture all that in one thing. But 905 games, right? So now, let's look at the competition. Let's start the grinds here, right? So now when we keep value, right? So now we saw the library there of about 905 games. I counted them all. So when you look at here, you click on all games. They say here 385 games, right? But they're counting console and PC. Now, we're talking console, right? Because PlayStation Now, we're talking console games. So this is how many games are in console for Xbox. 247. So that's where it goes to my point where I was telling Optimus was that he's like, well, these are trash because streaming sucks. Okay. Well, we saw the facts, right? I did it live here, streaming over a PlayStation, hooked up to my computer through OBS, through the power of YouTube, and the grinders. There you go, right? Now, 400. So, let's get rid of them. So we got 447 games downloadable. 247. So, 200 more games. All right? 200 more games off the bat. All right? Not 20, not 30, not 40, 200.
Put that cookie down now.
200. Okay? 200 more games downloadable. That's just downloadable. Now you say, oh, and there's another 458 that you could stream from the PlayStation 3. Okay, so you got 200 more games, another 450, 658 more games than Game Pass. All right? We're talking value. We're talking value, okay? 658 more games. Get rid of those streamed games. 200 more games then Game Pass. Oh, but these are all amazing first-party games, right? Let's go through them. Here they are. Let's see what we got here. Plague's Tale, really good game. Absolver. Now remember the mental picture. Ace Combat, After Party, Alan Wake. Here's some 360 games. Planetfall, Ark. I thought this was kind of clever too. If you look with the 247 games, they split up Rare Replay. Interesting. Into all 5 different games, like all those games on Rare Replay are all individual ones. Here's one Batman. The other one had all the Batmans. Here's Blair Witch. And the other thing to keep in mind of this list, if we're talking value and counting of games, of these 247 games, there are a bunch of games in here that have not released yet, such as Battletoads. So if you click on them, they're counting them. But guess what? They're not available yet. They're counting Wasteland. Wasteland's in here. My Wasteland doesn't come out till Christmas. So look at here your games. Let's see. Crackdown 3. Oh, look. They put the campaign and the multi... Oh, look. There's 3 Crackdowns. The campaign and multiplayer. So is it really 247? Nah. I would say probably about 10 or 15 shy of that because of this kind of finesse. You know, you got to throw some finesse in there. Darksiders Genesis, Darksiders 3. Like, I'm not saying they're bad games. And again, my points here is really to show you what's in here. Dead Cells just came out for the thing. But just to show you, if we want to talk about value, value is quantity, quality, games, classic games, games that are worth the damn, things like that. All right, Disneyland. Here's Double Dragon Neon. Oh, so they got it in here. See now the Dragon's Quest. But I'm just trying to tell you about the numbers here. Dragon's Quest is in here. Why? That counts to the thing. It doesn't come out until December 4th. So that 247, yeah, okay. It's not even that, because there's a lot of games in here that didn't come out yet. At least they got all the Fables. Okay, good. We got Fallout 76. That's trash. Vegas. We don't have Fallout 4 in here. Now, mind you, we're already on the Fs. They just put Final Fantasy 7. This is not the remake. This is the one that's been on PC and on phones. Final Fantasy, so they got some of these. So they got some Final Fantasies. Horizon. Here's Gears 5. 2 versions of Gears 5. The Ultimate version and the basic version. Fusion Frenzy. Here's Gears. Golf with Friends. So they got some newer games. There's Grounded. Guacamelee. Here's Halo Guardians. Halo Wars 2. Spartan Assault. Mass Chiefs and Hell Neighbor. Keep going. Joyride. Jetpack. There's Killer Instinct. Kingdom Come. That's not bad. Here are all the Kingdom Hearts. That's nice. But remember, some of these games, these are brand new for Xbox. These games have been on PlayStation for the longest time. So these are really, they're good games, but they're older games. But again, if you look, Max Curse Brother, that was an awesome game. That was a launch game. They got rid of this studio. So they got the 2 Metros. Shadow War, Minecraft Dungeons, Monster Hunter World. I'm not saying the bad games in there. Pedro is awesome. Mutant Road, that one's good. They got the new NBA. Neon Abyss are cool. Nier Automata. There's Ninja Gaiden 2. Oh, the Xbox exclusive, I think. No Man's Sky. Here's the Oris. Outer Wilds. Octafree Overcooked 2. Panzer Dragoon Order. That was a launch game. Oh, that was there. And here's the Perfect Dark. Here's a Rare Replays they separated out. Payday's in there. Perfect Dark Zero. Here's PUBG sitting there. Power Rangers. Quantum Break. Rage 2. Rare Replay. Remnant from the Ashes is pretty good. They got Rocket League in there. Here's Rise. Scream Ride. Put Scream Ride. Sea of Thieves. Secret Neighbor. Oh, they got Secret Neighbor. That's good. State of Decay, Juggernaut Edition, and Regular Edition. Lucky's Tale, Sunset. Amanda Medan. Elder Scrolls Online, Escapist. The Messenger. Here's the Outer Worlds. Surge 2. The Walking Deads. All the Walking Deads. Here. The Turing Test. That was on PlayStation Now. The Witcher. That's good. Undermine the Goose. Oh, 2 Point Hospital. Hey, the View of Pinatas. Wonder where those new ones are. Avoid Bastards. See, Wasteland 3. This one came out. Wasteland Cuts. There's a couple of duplicates in here. But, like, and these games that, you know, this doesn't have a friggin' release date yet. Wasteland 3. We Happy Few. World War Z. Wolfenstein Youngbloods. They got that one in. And the Yakuzas. Yooka-Laylee and Tycoon. And that's it. Master Chief is in here, I think. Master Chief Collection is in there. But now it comes down to the value proposition, right? The value proposition, right? If you look at the two of them, they both have their fodder. They both have some good games, their gems in them. Obviously, Xbox, the Game Pass one, has more, I think, recenter games, but maybe not so much the successful games in there. But here comes the humdinger, right? First of all, we said about the number of games. Over 200 games just for downloadable, 600 games if you counted the streamable PlayStation 3 games, right? Well, here comes the humdinger. This is all $15 a month. People go, no, it's $10 a month. No, it's $15 a month. Why? It's $10 a month for Game Pass. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, and the reason why I'm comparing the consoles, because we're doing consoles, right? Well, the thing is that you see this little game right here? Now get ready for some of the facts. 55 grinders or whatever in here. Yo, hit that like button because we're going to drop this right now. See these games? Gears 5. See this little game, Sea of Thieves? Yeah, well, guess what? You can't play those games online without Xbox Live. So you need to basically be Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for $15 a month. And let's ask Google. Hey, Google, what is 12 times 15? 180.
The answer is 180.
Thank you, Google. $180 a year because you need Xbox Live and you need Game Pass. Otherwise, if you don't have Xbox Live, then you could play Gears single player, but you can't play Gears multiplayer. You can't play Fallout 76 without Xbox Live.
No deal.
So you need to pay $15 a month for Game Pass. You can't pay $10 a month for Game Pass. You need to have both subscriptions. But Jez, what are you talking about? PSN you need. Do you now? Can I play my games with PlayStation Now? For a majority of games, whether you're streaming or have them downloaded to your PlayStation 4, if it includes online multiplayer modes, you'll be able to access these as if you would own the game disc or download. You could play PlayStation Now members as well as those playing disc or download version of the game. An additional PlayStation Plus membership is not required. So all those 900 games that are in PlayStation Now, any one of those games, the online is included. You do not need a PlayStation Plus membership, which is another $60 to play those games. However, in Xbox, you cannot play any of these games online in Game Pass unless you are an Xbox Live member. Therefore, the true value is you need to pay $180 for these games, $247, whereas you pay $59.99 for 905 games, and that's the deal. You do not need to pay for online. You don't need a PlayStation Network game. And then on top of that, if you don't believe me, let's go to the store. So, like, yeah. Am I lying? There it is. Look what it says. Best value. So, why is this not breaking the internet? Why is this not the future of gaming? Why is nobody saying this? This is $120 less. So let's see. It's $120 less with 647 more games.
I'm not authorized to answer your question.
Somebody answer that question. This is not a promotion. This is not a one-day deal. It's $59.99. It's been that way. And then on Play Days with Play in July, this was goddamn 20% off, $44.99. Why is this not breaking the internet? Why are people not sitting in Cyberpunk chairs going, $59 for friggin' 900 games? What a deal. What a deal. Oh my goodness. What about little Timmy? You know, those people that want to play on a budget. Yeah, well, tell little Timmy that if he wants to play on Xbox, he can't just pay $10. Little Timmy has to go buy Xbox Live as well. He better have to choose a gamer tag. Especially if he wants to play Fallout 76, he wants to play Sea of Thieves, he wants to play Gears 5, he wants to play the free Halo multiplayer, he wants to play Master Chief Collection, he wants to play Forza Horizon 4, he wants to play... You know, Microsoft's not shy about putting multiplayer-only games in Game Pass. There are multiplayer-only games in here that if you don't have Xbox Live, you can't play. So you better be forking up that $15 a month after you get your dollar deal with your bubblegum and Pop-Tarts to play these goddamn games online. Ark. I wonder how Ark is without Xbox Live. What do you think?
Come on, don't bullshit me.
What do you think?
Take it back!
If I was little Timmy's parent, I would be like, yo, $60 or $180? What? And then on top of that go, well, what's the biggest difference? What's the biggest difference? You know, the day one games. Oh, really? Oh, really? Let's see. The day one. Because, you know, Sony's not doing day one, right? Sony's not doing day one. Microsoft is. So, it's got to be the quality of Xbox games, the first-party games. It has to be, that's the quality. That justifies the difference of $120, right?
You son of a bitch.
It has to. It's got to be this glorious quality of just this year alone. Bleeding Edge, it has to be this. This justifies a $120 difference. Or maybe Minecraft Dungeons. Or maybe Master Chief Collection. No, that's on PC. I'm calling consoles. Can I filter this for consoles? Does Ori justify it? Is Crackdown 3? Are these first-party games the quality that justifies a $120 price difference? Is it? All I keep hearing is the best value. The best value. What? We're talking about a $120 difference, a difference of 647 games. And it's the opposite. The service that's $59.99 is giving you 900 games. The service that's $180 is giving you 247 games. The other one's giving you 905. Oh, don't do streaming. Okay, yeah, because it's so bad as you saw. Well, then 447 games.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Value. Shove that value up your fucking ass. Because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Xbox Game Pass is the best value. You want to know why it's hyped? It's because Phil Spencer has succumbed to the PC guys, and he's given the PC guys everything that they wanted. So they're rah-rah and Phil because he's bringing everything to them. Okay? That's why there's all this. Oh, the Game Pass is great, yeah. Meanwhile, none of those sons of bitches bought the shit in Game Pass because it was in that trash-ass Windows 10 store. But when those games come to PC, everybody's jumping on them. Nobody wants to subscribe to play trash-ass games. And that's why I said, when Sony decides to be serious, when Sony and Nintendo decide to flip the switch and do what Microsoft is doing and put their games everywhere, Microsoft is dead. They're done. Nintendo and Sony have decades of content. They're building content right now for the next 10 years. The God of War that you played 2 years ago, people are going to want to play that in 10 years from now. Who wants to play Crackdown 3 10 years from now? Nobody's playing it when it released. So let's talk value. Anti-consumer, yeah, let's throw that around. Anti-consumer, well, guess what? It's $10. That's why they're doing Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Why? Because they know on the console you're a sucker. You got to pay. You can't just pay for Game Pass. You got to pay for Game Pass and for Xbox Live. Because Microsoft does not include Xbox Live with Game Pass for free, like PlayStation Now does. For $59.99, you have 905 games that you could play online without a PlayStation Network subscription. Then a PlayStation Plus subscription. Then you want to go even crazier. You want to hear more value? I'm going to show you some more value, right? Let's do more value. Oh, and then for PlayStation Plus subscription, what value do I have there? Well, let's see. Here are all the games that PlayStation Plus has been giving out for the last decade. Where is it? I'm down. No, where is it? Over here. Modern Warfare Remastered. Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered. Black Ops. Detroit Become Human. Knack. Rhyme. Mad Max. Shadow of the Colossus. Let's look at the games that PlayStation Network has been giving you. I'm just going to go through them. XCOM 2. Yeah. Call of Duty, Erica, Tomb Raider. Look, they gave it in PlayStation Plus. Microsoft has it hidden in Game Pass. You want to know what? You can't play that online if you don't have Xbox Live. So if you just say, I want to pay $10 a month for Game Pass, go play NBA online. You can't. You need Xbox Live Gold. But we know what the games with gold are, right? We've seen games with gold. Like, you want to talk services. You want to talk value and services. All I hear is one side talking value and services. And I'm just getting sick of it. Because it makes no sense. But they're not competition, right? Look at these games. They've been giving out PlayStation Plus. Huh. Now, oh, but I gotta sign up for Xbox Live. You get games with gold. Oh, do you? Let's see. What do we get now? V-Rally, the Inquisitor, Sense of Soccer Overlord. Well, that's a bad month. It had to be better in August. Portal Knights, Override, Emma's Leech, Red Faction 2. No, it had to be better before that. Dunk Lords, WRC, Saints Row, Jiu-Jitsu? Who the hell? Juju? Juju.
Take it back!
And you want to see what's hilarious? Here's August 2020. Wait, Grinders. Here's August 2020. Take a good snapshot of this. And look at August 2019. I wonder what happened. What happened? What happened? What happened? Why was August 2019 pretty damn good? But look at this year. June had to be better. Coffee Talk? But December. April 2019. Like, this? I love how they put these prices on these things. Oh, $119 worth of value. Excuse me. What do you put in? When they first released, like decades ago? These are 360 games. Xbox gives you 2 360 games and 2 Xbox One games every month. And these have been what they are. They're not even good 360 games. This was good. But look at what a year done. Look what happened. When the push for Game Pass, they're putting all their energy in Game Pass. Yeah. Please direct people to this is facts. This is what's happening. Not the Twitter bullshit. This is what's going on. So as a consumer, do you find anybody giving a flying shit about any of this? What leg do they have to stand on? They're goddamn irrelevant. The games they're releasing for the game, like, you have to subscribe for Live in order to play those games on Game Pass. So you're in it for $15 after your Pop-Tarts. After your Pop-Tarts. Okay? Value. Yeah, that's all right. People want to do bias. Optimus can come in all he wants. I ignored the quests. Oh, the quests. You know, those little things where they want you to do achievements for your things. Yeah, because that adds $120 value. I'm going to just respond $120 worth of quests. Hey, if you think it's valuable, fine. Oh, it's using the reward points. Yeah, and I use a PlayStation card. I'm not factoring that in. Okay? I'm going to respond back. Yeah. I like how people go, that doesn't stop the fact that you still got to pay for it. Just responding live. See? That's what people do. That's what people do. They go, oh, well, I don't pay for Xbox Live because I use my points. That does not erase the fact that it's required for you to play. See, I'm talking about as a consumer. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about as a consumer and as a company that requires it. All right? Just because this is what people do. When I present facts, when I'm presenting stuff to show this is what it is, people go, oh, I don't pay for Live. I use my points. I don't give a fuck. Doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that it's not required. It doesn't mean that Phil Spencer doesn't charge you out the ass. It doesn't matter. Guess what? I bought Last of Us for $10 because I use PlayStation points with my card. Should I say Last of Us is worth $10? Is that fact? Is that what I should do? And even if you count all the games that they've been putting in there, the GamePass games, you want to go back? So you say Gears 5. Let's say Gears 5 and Forza Horizon 4, right? Okay. Is that $120 difference worth? And I'm talking, and first off, those games came out 2 goddamn years ago. So you've been paying $180 for the last 3 fucking years for those 2 games. Was Crackdown 3 worth it? Was State of Decay 2 worth it? Sea of Thieves worth it? You've been paying Sea of Thieves for 3 years. You want to know what? Let's multiply that by 180. You've been playing. Sea of Thieves is now the game that it should be. Well, if you were paying for Xbox Game Pass until Sea of Thieves became what it was, well, then you paid $180 for the last 3 years. Hey, Google, what is 180 times 3?
The answer is 540.
Holy shit! Sea of Thieves cost $540 if you paid 3 fucking years for it to be the game that it should have been at fucking launch. Go fuck yourselves, everybody. The fuck out of here with your value bullshit. That's why it's fucking robbery when a game comes out and it's not ready for prime time. Oh, you want to know what? We're sorry. There's only 3 missions in here. We'll put the rest of it later. Well, you want to know what? You're paying $15 a month while they fucking figure it out. All right? Well, Gears 5 figured out 4 months to fix the fucking Nasher. That was 15. Box of Pop-Tarts to start it. 15. Well, guess what? Halo's not releasing this holiday. Are you still subscribing? Are you still paying $15 a month to get Game Pass fodder until Halo comes out? I'm telling you right now, the people right now that have Game Pass and are celebrating it are the ones that paid $60 for Xbox Live and upgraded for a fucking $1. Okay? And they're locked in for 3 years. That's the only reason why they're vouching for it. Because if all those fuckers had to pay $15 a month right now, you wouldn't hear the cheerleading that you see right now. All of them. Even the fucking media people that say, hey, Game Pass is the future. Yeah. You upgraded for 3 years for $1. You could have bought 3 Xbox Live memberships for $3 for 3 years for $120, $180, 3 Xbox Lives, and then you could have hit the little upgrade to Ultimate for $1. And guess what? You got 3 years of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. They only let you do 3. So those are all the people that are championing it because they upgraded it. Now, guess what? Guess what, Big Daddy Phil?
Who is your daddy?
You can't separate that out. You can't say right now, hey, you know what? I'm not really using Game Pass. I want to just be an Xbox Live Gold member. Well, guess what, friends and family? You lose those rest of those years for Game Pass Ultimate. So you'll be a fool to do that. But you cannot separate it anymore once you go up to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. You'll be silly to lose that, so why would you do that? But you can't separate them after you combine them. So let's see when everybody's little trial runs out at the end of next year, because it was from 2019. It was from 2019, 3 years, which gives you to what, 2022? So like, some people did it to 2022. So you got to wait a couple of years of championing this shit. And I think Microsoft knows this. That's why they did such a sweet deal, because they knew the content that they had ready was not coming. All right? And I don't want to hear about these fucking studios anymore. We saw what these studios are working on. You got a little visual of what these studios are working on. But you have no goddamn clue what those games are going to look like, or what those games are going to be like, and what those games are going to be like in a service. Okay? Avowed. That looked pretty neat. What do you think it's going to be? Is it going to be an MMO? Is it going to be a service game? Oblivion, the service game? What is it going to be? If they're willing to break Halo up and put it in a multiplayer free-to-play, what are they going to do to Avowed? What are they going to do to Fable? You think Fable is going to be like Ghost of Tsushima? You think it's going to be, hey, 30-hour game dropping in Game Pass, go buy your chewing gum. Battletoads? Ori? Let's just talk about the last 3 years of Game Pass. You don't want to talk about just this year, because we can't talk about this year, because that fits to too much of the narrative. Let's talk about Game Pass for this whole year. Sea of Thieves, State of Decay, Gears 5, Forza Motorsport, Crackdown, Forza Horizon, Battletoads, Grounded, Bleeding Edge. I could list about 10 games over the last 3 years and probably pick out 3 of them that maybe are worth the goddamn. Was that worth $540? Is that best value? I just showed you 900 games, but we dismiss half of them because they're streamed. Okay. Well, whose fucking narrative we're following now? Oh, just because they're streamed, I just demonstrate them being streamed. But you want to fucking get rid of those streamed games. So, okay. So who's fitting whose narrative? I can't pick the games just from this year to say, hey, this is worth $180? Question mark. But we could just dismiss 450 games because they're streaming on a PlayStation Now. All right. I just streamed. Do we dismiss them? Do we not acknowledge that there's 900 games for $59.99? And people are talking about little Timmy and he just wants to play a game? Well, guess what? Get little Timmy a goddamn PlayStation 4 Slim for $299, $199, and give him a $60 gift card for PlayStation Now. See ya, Timmy. Or let's buy Timmy, let's see, a SAD. Oh, wait a minute, then he can't play discs. Let's buy him a Slim. Okay, let's buy him an S for $300. And then let's sign him up for Game Pass for $15 a month. Here you go, little Timmy, $180. Okay, if you were that price conscious, if everybody's a cheap-ass gamer, which option are you choosing? Plus, little Timmy could play Spider-Man. Little Timmy could play VR. Oh, no, you could buy one of those things. What an option. Oh, VR's an option. Oh, no, I thought that's a good word. Huh. Yeah. bullshit. We're talking value. There's value. Like I said, you make your decision. No, he didn't get me. He don't get me on my own show. You make your own decision. I showed you the content of both of them. Now, one might appeal more than the other one. But you can't just dismiss something like that. I count all your games in Game Pass. And I know people go, oh, well, it's just Gears. No, Gears is fine. But if you are really looking at value, you got to put all the cards on the table. And that's what I'm showing you. All the cards. And when I saw it 59, that's not a promotion. I'm like, damn. And I counted. I was like, that many games? You can't just dismiss that. And that's the thing. I'm not saying everybody go run out and go get PlayStation Now. Go print out a PlayStation Now t-shirt and hats. No. But for some reason, it's all about Game Pass. And nobody ever even acknowledges that this service is just sitting there. Not even Sony. Like, come on. The media, nobody even talk. Oh, everybody's talking about Game Pass and what it does. Like, the thing is that with the PlayStation Now, the way it is, you have your cake and eat it too. There's a bunch of games in there that you may want, that you may have missed, that maybe are fodder, maybe they're not, maybe they're quality to you. But guess what? Having that PlayStation Now doesn't compromise your Last of Us 2. It doesn't compromise Ghost of Tsushima. It's not compromising Spider-Man. It's not going to compromise the next God of War. Because those games don't have to be built with that service in mind. That's the problem I have with Game Pass. I'm not saying Game Pass is garbage, don't get it. What I don't like about Game Pass is what it has done to Microsoft's first-party output. Microsoft's first-party output has become risque. It's become rampant. It's become wild. It's become put it in hot and patch it later. They were considering separating Halo out into a bunch of fucking pieces. Are you kidding me? Do you think if Game Pass didn't exist, Halo would be a free-to-play multiplayer? Do you think if they could really get $60 from everybody and sell 5 million copies of Halo 6, they would have took the multiplayer and made it free to play? Do you think Halo would have looked like the way it did if they weren't trying to go for an open world kind of Minecraft look because of a service? Do you think they would have shipped Grounded as incomplete as it was if it wasn't for Game Pass? Game Pass has changed the mentality of Microsoft, okay? Because before Game Pass, we got Gears Ultimate. We got Gears 4. We got Halo 5, a complete game. Maybe the campaign story wasn't that great. We got Sunset Overdrive. We got Rise. We got Killer Instinct. With seasons, that's fine. It was a complete game. They just added more characters over seasons and then did cameos. That's fine. We got Titanfall. Quantum Break. Was Quantum Break halfway done? No. Just look. You don't even have to look at PlayStation. Just look at Microsoft pre-2016 versus Microsoft now. Just look at Xbox pre-2016. Same person. I show it on here all the time. Phil Spencer. Look how their games have changed. Yes, they bought studios. Yes, they bought studios. But PlayStation Now and having the games in there free that you don't need a subscription, nah, I don't want to hear that, nah. Okay, then don't hear it then. But don't go on no goddamn soapbox and cheer about the other one because it makes no sense. And here, I'm going to show you this. They bought a whole bunch of studios. They did, right? Why?
As a team effort, you know, we have.
Why, Matt Booty?
What do we need to do to make a AAA? So that's really.
What do we do, Matt Booty? What? Why do we buy those studios again?
To make sure that they've got the resources. Ori 2 is going to be fantastic. Things that have to come together. You know, is it because those studios happen to be at a point in their life cycle and in their journey as they grow that it made sense that we could enable that next step.
Right.
You know, I think about Undead Labs' ability to help work with who
he
works
says
on
it.
that for us. Obviously, what we're doing, but that's where.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, simple question for you here. It's Matt.
Relationships, and so I think that Tim and I sending.
That's too still coming to other.
I don't have it queued up.
Be on PlayStation and more. We still have the option to enable that next step.
Right.
You know, I think about Undead. To talk with them. Responsibility to make sure that they've got the resources they.
Where are you, Matt Booty? Where do you say
Outer
it?
Worlds, I'd imagine you're.
This is the interview. He
What
says
we're doing,
exactly
but
why they
where
bought those
we're at.
studios. So everybody's like, oh man, these studios, what are they going to make?
Really creating a new IP from ground zero was take state of to become a. You know, people say things like Ori come in. See Phil, you know, together, and is it a game where
The future as well, then.
Yeah, I think that'd be that kind of game, and I the thing.
Do any
Go about
studios
the
bring
booty.
up the?
We have the ability to still exist that they've found a debris behind. A bigger universe and a bigger.
Because especially with these studio acquisitions, you guys own a lot of IP at this point.
Yeah, you know, a story that I love related to that is how we ended up.
I don't care about your IP. You're not using it right.
And we certainly, we don't want to go in and change their. It's not sustainable. So.
He says it right here.
Super fortunate to be working with them on or to talk with them, enable that next. And now I think it's our responsibility to.
When you go knocking on doors.
Group who really made these relationships.
There it is. Is this it?
Our global studios, we still have the option to publish games.
Yeah, for sure. Internal discussions like.
And a lot of you know, any bumps and bruises was negotiated with you know, Tim and I sending pictures back and things. So
where is it?
You know, if these
Booty, did you not say it again?
Into structuring.
Where did he say it?
What a freaky.
The kind of game that we are looking for.
Here it is.
Well, I think Hellblade is
No,
a great
I don't want to hear
thing
about the Hellblade one. I want to hear what you
that
said.
we are as close to AAA production values as we get, but we're going to scope them so that they can be done well by a smaller studio. So I think to me, the magic of Hellblade is how well it was built, how compelling its story was.
Hit that like button,
a
grinders.
Masterful bit.
Booty's
of
out here.
Design constraint and scoping.
I know I have to have a timestamp.
So that what it does really well, and it's, you know, it's not a 100-hour game, but.
Whoa. Excuse me, I was wiping my hands. Did he just say it's not a 100-hour game? Okay, so we're not putting those. Okay, so maybe is that a hint about Fable? Who
10
knows?
to 15 hours gameplay that it is really, really well done. And so I think for us, it was more of a test case of, hey, if we were to acquire Ninja Theory and they were to just continue shipping games of the quality and scope of Hellblade, would we consider that a success? And the answer is yes. And I think that where that helps our strategy is when you think about something like GamePass, where people are subscribing and they really want to know that there's, hey, what's next? You know, I'm going to play this. What's coming up? Those kinds of games are great, and they're
Nice
things
small
that
games.
fit perfectly in between our bigger AAA releases. So,
you mean like Halo that we gotta wait another year for you to delay? See, that's the thing. He said AAA releases. Well, we had Gears 5. Halo is the next one, right? So these little games fit perfectly. That's why he bought the studios. So I don't know who's waiting around for AAA games. Okay, I don't know. He says it right here. This is not a fanboy. This is the guy who runs the game studios. He's saying smaller games to fill in between our AAA game. Here you go. So we got Halo, Gears, and Forza, and maybe Fable, and the rest of it is what? Small, focused games. That's what he says.
I don't know that Hellblade was the pivot point, but it certainly was a great example or test case to prove out, what we're looking for when we acquire a studio.
So there still are those other lingering projects at Ninja Theory.
So now, this is the difference. So the reason why I show this, and I always show this one, is because this is the head of Microsoft First Party. If First Party output is the thing that adds value to Game Pass over PlayStation Now per se, he just said right there, they're making smaller games that fit perfectly for the Game Pass model. Therefore, he's suggesting that the whole first-party lineup from Microsoft, a majority of it, besides your big game, is compromised for the service. He says it right here. Those small games fit perfectly in our system. This is the problem that I have with Game Pass. What it has done to dirty-ass booty. Wait a second. I want to know. So this is what Booty is saying. Well, wait a second. What is Sony saying? Sony must be compromised too, right?
Enough from me. We're gonna have the games do our talking.
Oh, shit. No, maybe he's not saying the same thing. This dude.
Releases. So I don't know that Hellblade was the pivot point, but it certainly was games of the quality and scope of Hellblade. Would we consider that a success? And the answer is yes. And I think that...
Why would you consider that a success? The quality and scope of Hellblade. So right there, to me, it sounds like Hellblade 2 is just going to be more of Hellblade 1, right? They consider that a success. He's not saying, hey, we're going to take... If Ninja Theory wanted to take Hellblade 2 and make it an open world game, 30 hours, that's going to be awesome. He's not saying that. He's saying, hey, if they make the same game, Hellblade 1, in the same scope and focus, then we'll consider that a success.
That helps
Why?
Our strategy is
The
when you
strategy.
think about something like Game Pass,
okay.
where people are subscribing, and they really want to know that there's, hey, what's next? I want to play this. What's coming up?
Does this sound like first party is compromised? He's saying right there, their strategy of their first party is to satisfy the subscriber, not the gamer. All right, Jim Bryden, Gordon Ramsay, what do you have to say?
Enough from me. We're gonna have the games do our talking.
Oh shit. Sony's not talking. Oh well, wait a second. PlayStation Now, all of our first-party games from Sucker Punch and all, they're all gonna fit perfectly into the model of PlayStation Now. Is that what Jim Ryan said? Jim.
Enough from me.
Wait.
We're gonna have the games do our talking.
Those kinds of games are great, and they're things that fit perfectly in between our bigger AAA releases.
So are you an indie studio or are you the first party Microsoft? What are you? Are you passion projects? Or are you first party? Let the games do the talking. He says it right there. So for people that go, oh, Game Pass is not going to change Microsoft games. Straight from the fucking booty hole. Right there. The booty hole. The booty hole. And wait a second, since first party, since people have tweeted to me and said, wait a second, The first party games from Microsoft, you're just picking just this year. They have it. They've been fine. Because you want to know what? Just when we're talking about value, we're talking about Microsoft's first party. And you want to know what? How has Microsoft first party been? It's got to be $120 difference, don't you think? Because day one Microsoft games is the different factor between Xbox Game Pass and PlayStation Now. The quality has to be there, right? It's got to be the first party. Let's find out.
When I think about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. We have work to do there. We haven't done our best work over the last few years.
No fuck.
Party output.
That's always been a hit on the company.
Thank you, Fortune magazine.
I don't say always. Like, I think we've gone through.
It's a hit on the company. Quality of first party.
I think it's something fair to say.
It is fair to say.
But you know what? No, it was only for a couple months, right? The quality of Microsoft games, it was only a couple months, right, Phil?
When I think about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. We have work to do there. We haven't done our best work over the last few years.
Wait, what was that? Wait a second. No. It's only just been the last 6 months, right? Impatient, right? Ravenflow. It's only been the last 6 months that the quality of Microsoft games hasn't been up to par, right? Only 6 months, right? You know what? Maybe a year, right, Cyberdragon? Maybe a year. It's only been a year or so. It hasn't, right? Only a few months. Microsoft's quality, it just took a little dip, a little toe in the water, right? Impatient, a little toe in the water. Microsoft quality has been great. It's only just been this last 6 months that's been bothering me and bothering the Xbox fans, right? Only the last 6 months, right?
Think about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. We have work to do there. We haven't done our best work over the last few years.
He said the last few years. Don't take my word for it. That is goddamn Phil Spencer. We have work to do. Our quality hasn't been there in the last few years. Do I need to take out a fucking calendar and show you what few years looks like, people? So you should be grateful that I only chose the last 4 months of games to justify the value between the two programs. But you know, the $120 difference has to be the Microsoft first party games. It has to be that. He said since the Microsoft first party has been going into Game Pass the last few years. Shout out to over 70 people friggin' watching. You hit that like button. Share this out. We're doing the last topic now. It has been a glorious night. Holy shit, man. We're going long tonight, baby. This is Grinds My Gears. And speaking of value, I'm going to talk about the last thing. Okay? Phil told us the last few years have been bad. Booty says we bought studios to put filler games for the subscriber, not the gamer. I don't hear the word gamer. I don't even know why the word game is in the word Game Pass, because game is the last thing that's on their goddamn mind. Now let's talk about value. That's right, Buck Rogers. It's only 10 p.m. Holy shit, it's only 10 p.m. Now, what the hell is going on? Optimus is losing, though. I'm going to call Optimus Mr. Narrative. I'm going to call him that. He thinks everybody got a narrative, dude. He's missed the narrative. Everybody got a narrative. I'm going to write a goddamn book because I got a fucking narrative. All right, let's go. The other narrative, grinders. I'm showing you websites. I show you the goddamn PlayStation. Not that he just says that. It's just funny because, like, he ignores something. He's saying that I'm ignoring something. I'm like, dude, I'm not ignoring anything. I'm not ignoring anything. Phil Spencer said it right here. The quality has been 3 months. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, well, because I only chose like the few games from this year. There's a narrative, right? But I showed prices. I showed the goddamn dashboard. I showed the websites. I got the executives speaking right from their mouths. Is this my story? Did I pull up with a little tea in a fireplace? Is this my story? Am I hiding something? Did I not show the Xbox website? And just showed PlayStation and it's dominating 900 games? No. Did I hide that you need Xbox Live because I got to keep face? No. I show you exactly what it is. I said you make the decision. But if value is the difference between the two things, and it's all because of Microsoft's first party is the failing weakest link. That's the problem. People hold Game Pass to a value because Microsoft's first-party games are going in there.
Means when I think about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. We have work to do there. We haven't done our best work over the last few years with our first-party output.
That's always been a hit on the company on that. There's some criticism.
Like here.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say always. Like I think we've gone.
I don't think I say always, but watch. He agrees.
But I have to know that's a fair. I think it's something fair to say.
It is fair to say.
It is fair to say. He couldn't even counter it with quality games. He goes, I don't know if I would always say always, but the guy's like, no, I think it's fair to say. He goes, yeah, it is fair to say. If that is the falling grace of value of what Game Pass is, and then to say that Game Pass does not compromise Microsoft first party when Booty says we are making smaller games and small scope because of the subscribers in Game Pass, he says it. That's what I don't like about Game Pass, how it changed the first party. It made their quality poor. It made their goddamn games small, bite-sized passion projects because of the subscribers. They need to keep satisfied. Just like a buffet. Refill the chicken, refill the corn. Here they come, the buffet, $5, cheap-ass gaming. Here you go. Meanwhile, you go to an expensive French restaurant, you get a little piece of flan that's this big that costs you $30 because it's been created with such care and such things. It doesn't matter the portion size. It matters that the art form of it. You paid $30 for a piece of frickin' flan that the guy, the chef spent 40 hours making. 2 days making your flan, or some meat that has been cured for 2 years, or some wine that's in there. That's why wine that's been aged longer, the thing is that there's an art form. There's no compromise. When you're putting your games into a $1 pass or into a $15 subscription and you got subscribers, there's a different need. Hit that Siren 70 grinder! To the wall! And before we leave Game Pass, shout out to Game Pass.
I'd buy that for $1. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Speaking of people that don't have any time for anything. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Is it true that the Xbox Series X oh, I gotta go back. I thought this is a cool dude, man. He's funny. He's chill, man. He just probes the internet. he just gets it all, gets everybody. But anyway, shout out to Optimus, my former Tesla buddy. But anyway, is it true that this Xbox is really going to be $599? I can't see it. I cannot see the Series X being $599. I'll put a timestamp in here because I went long tonight for the Xbox thing, but I just wanted to throw this out there. My God. So I would say rumor. Come on now. Right? No way. Two things came out today, right? One, or was late last night. Red Dragon put out a thing from one of the contests, and it said the value of the prizes was this, and I think it included Halo and the system, the Series X. They had 200 of them. He divided 200 by that, and it came out to $599 a unit. Now, Albert Pinello, out of the friggin' blue, who used to work on Xbox, comes out and is like, well, it could be time multiplied by this, and they're like, divided by this, and people are like, no, it says 200 units, and this is the estimated value of it. It came out to $599. Okay. Now, you don't know, because it includes Halo, and you know what I mean? Halo could, and then he's like, it could be a Halo Ultimate Edition. And I'm like, Halo Ultimate Edition? Half the game is goddamn free. What the hell will they be charging $100 for? I think of all games that don't get an Ultimate Edition, it's friggin' Halo. You know? Half the game is multiplayer. It's for free. I don't know if there's a $100 Halo Edition out there. Shit, man. They charge $100 for what they showed. Damn. But then... So now we don't know if there's a Halo. Okay, well, maybe it's not $599, right? Then here, this one from the Xcast. Ready?
I did also have someone who works at a retail store DM me a picture of their work screens where it said that the price, it said November was the release date, and it said the price of the Xbox Series X was $599. And that was in their system, and he sent me a photo of that. Guy obviously asked to stay anonymous, but that happened too. So
Yeah. So some guy at a retail store took the picture. Now, the thing about it, if this thing is, you got to think retail might be having this already in the system because they're probably getting ready for pre-orders, right? So if the retailers are showing this, like this, I take is more credible than maybe the thing. But wait a second. How do you have, like, let's go to Red Dragon been doing this one. So, like, how do you have, first of all, here's the other thing with the, I don't know if he had it today. Where was it? Here it is. So this is the sweepstakes thing, right? So it says here, like, so there's 200 of them, and it says the estimated value is $119,998, right? It says that they will receive one copy of Halo Infinite video game and an Xbox Series X console. So if you say even if the game is $60, then you're saying that this system is still over $500, though. If you divide 200 by this, it's $599. So say Halo Infinite is really $60, right? It doesn't say the ultimate version of Halo Infinite. It just says Halo Infinite. So Halo Infinite say $60. You're still looking at a system that's $540, $550. You're still looking at a system that's more than $500. Now, it says that this the manufacturer's suggested retail price, and they have not been released to the market at the time. But it says it's the manufacturer's suggested retail price. So if the suggested retail price is $599, and then what Alana said in that video that somebody showed that to her. Let's hear it one more time.
Who works at a retail store DM me a picture of their work screens where it said that the price, it said November was the release date, and it said the price of the Xbox Series X was $599. And that was in their system, and he sent me a photo of that.
I don't know, man. Let's play both sides here. All right? In this last part here. If they have a console at $599. Now, my thing was the existence of the Series S makes me think that the sky is the limit for the Series X. The fact that they have to release two consoles together, I was hoping that the Series S was not going to come out at least at launch. And at least you have your Series X, your X come out, it hits, and then your S comes out after the fact as the budget console. The fact that they're really going to introduce this, they plan to introduce this S and X and have them both come out at the same time, makes me think that one is to compromise the higher price of the other one. So if this Series X is really $599, which I can't imagine, I think the chaser is going to be the Series S at $399 or $299. I don't know how they're going to justify a $300 price difference, but really, if this thing really is a souped-up Xbox One X, which was selling at $300 before it was done, I could see possibly that the Series S would be $400 or $300, and the X is going to be $599. I didn't think that at all. I thought the X was going to come in at $500. Sony will come in at $450 and $300, $399, at $450, $400, and then the Series X will be $300. That's what I thought. But if this thing really comes in at $600 with no Halo, but it comes with Game Pass, that's right. Oh, I'm going to go spend $600 on a console to go home and pay $15 a month to play a bunch of games that I don't even know what the hell's in there. The games that you saw. Grounded, Bleeding Edge, Crackdown 3, Gears 5. It's old-ass games from 2 years ago. You want to talk about the new stuff? What do you got? A Minecraft Dungeons? Oh, shit. Forgot about that gem. Wow, 3 more likes for 70? Woo! You guys are doing awesome. Thank you so much, Grinders. I didn't even look. Damn. Oh, I got 1 dislike. Oh, no. Oh, no. Somebody must not like something. Hey, you can't please them all. Sorry. Sorry for that 1 dislike. But hey, man, this is my opinion. Sorry. Anyway. Yo, Salty is back. Salty. I never hit 70 in a stream. After the fact. It was code. I'm going to go get Optimus. I'm going to go get him, man. I'm going to say, oh, shit. Who gave me another dislike? What's going on here? All right. I'm not focusing on dislikes anymore. You son of... There you go. Who said that? Where is it?
You son of a bitch.
Who gave me those dislikes? But anyway, if this thing really was at $599, I can't. Like there's no way. There's no way they will do this. But you never know. They did release a $1,400 Android phone with last year's processing in it. It's weak ass shit with big ass bezels. I was considering getting that thing when they showed it, but then when they announced the specs of it, it has last year's tech. That Surface Duo, $1,400 for an old ass phone. It's dead on arrival. They already have articles saying it's dead on arrival. They said that it uses an old processor and no way is it worth that amount of money. Microsoft has no problem overcharging for stuff. And that's right. Everybody wanted the 12 teraflops Devil Shooter, and that's a perfect example there. A perfect introduction to the problem is people wanted the so many teraflops. I want 12. And we kept saying, if the games are not utilizing the 12 teraflops, why do you need all that? We have a 6 teraflop machine in the Series X now discontinued. Pour one out for it. That never even saw its true potential. Games like Grounded and Crackdown 3. Gears was the only one that maybe was worth a damn for that thing. And Red Dead. That's it. Pick 2. It had a good 3-year run. Holy crap. So why do you want all this power if the games from Microsoft Studios are not doing it? Look at the games that you played on the PlayStation with the little power that it had, the 4 teraflops and the 2 teraflops. There's something up, man. There's something messed up. Halo Infinite was supposed to be that showpiece for 12 teraflops, right? They don't even have it running on the goddamn machine on a PC to spec. And there was popping. There was those horrible textures. Thank you, Ravenflow. We hit the 70 likes. Woo! I gotta hit the good one. Woo!
Not playing to win is like sleeping with your sister. Sure, she's a great piece of tail with a blouse full of goodies, but it's just illegal.
How? How do you not play to win? You want to have all this power. For what? For what? The games. Thank you, Salty. The games from their first party. Sony's playing to win. They have an art form. A 7A stream. A septuplet. You had Halo looking like that on a PC spec to the Xbox Series X. And it looked like that with those textures. Where's the AI? Where's the physics? Where's the effects? Where's the ray tracing? Where's the lighting? Where's the explosions? Where's the intense amount of characters on one screen? Where? If this is 12 teraflops. Oh, it's held back. Okay. Well, then that makes it even more stupid to go buy a 12 teraflop machine when it's being compromised by the weak-ass consoles of last gen. That makes it even worse, but you wanted the power. Well, guess what? Microsoft's going to make you pay for that power. And then you're going to go to them and look at them in the face and go,
"Sir, do we get to win this time?"
You don't. Because they don't have the content to support the power. You know, it's funny. Everybody's hating on Apple. I'm not a huge fan of Apple. But what's interesting is that Apple, even with their MacBooks, their software and hardware coexist. They utilize. So Apple actually saves probably money in not making the most powerful MacBook in the world because they could just come up with their own chips because their chips work synonymously with the software. So therefore, you could look at these very fast computers, but the MacBook is efficient. Same thing with an iPad versus an Android. Android's throwing Snapdragon 1000 in it. And it still lags on Samsung phones. Oh, wow, why? But the iPhone doesn't hitch. Why? Because the iPhone and the software and the hardware work together. The apps are curated and purposely built for that hardware. It's a synergy of software and hardware. Just like your Last of Us 2. How do they get that to look like that on 4 teraflops? It's the synergy of software and hardware. And know what? They're saying it again in Mark Cerny's Sleep Fest. How the architecture of the PlayStation 5 is built for games, for the SSD, for that they don't need to brute force power when they have optimization. What's up, frogs? It's about optimization. Salty had a perfect example. I think Salty zoomed in on like the frame rate of Avengers on PC and it was like 30s or 40s. And people are like, I got a 2080 Ti. And Avengers is running like crap. Thanks, frogs. Avengers is running like crap. Blame the game. Well, guess what? That game wasn't built for your 2080 Ti. So you could have a 3080 Ti and play a brand new game and it runs like crap. You know why? optimization. Where's my patches? Where's my graphics card patch? Where is it? That's the difference. And Microsoft is doing the PC world where they're just slapping together Frankenstein pots of power, saying it's 12 teraflops, and throwing it in the wild. And what happens? Halo Infinite poppin'. The game is not optimized. And Microsoft first party is the only thing that should be optimized. Their first party should know what the hardware is and make curation. But guess what? Microsoft's first party is not just focused on the Series X or the Series S. They're focused on the whole world of PC because they are a PC developer. They got to worry about the 970s and all the different graphics cards and then the 3080s. They got a lot of work to do with a small team. And that's why you're going to see games from Sony looking better because they're optimized for that hardware, because that's the power of exclusives. That's why exclusives matter, because they are the reason why there's a synergy between the hardware and the software, because the developer only needs to focus on one piece of tech. There may be variations of that tech, but it knows about that closed gaming environment. That's why you could squeeze more performance out of a dedicated gaming machine, a gaming console. Meanwhile, Phil Ness has his developers doing everything, right? He has his friggin' developers
We're
doing...
really focusing first on what it means to play these games on your phone.
On their phone. He has Pee-wee.
I'm trying to use the phone! Bastards! You vicious, heartless bastards!
That's what he has, his studios, worried about everything. And when you become a master of all, when you become a jack of all traits, you become a master of none.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
And if Phil Ness Spencer thinks he's going to drop a Series X for $599,
Let Mortal Kombat begin.
it is goddamn fatality. It's a goddamn fatality. That shit will be laughed out of the goddamn store. Thank you, Eyes of War. I try. I was giving my opinion. Show what's going on. It will be death. And if Sony, and I said this, if Sony PlayStation 5 comes in anywhere near $399 with either the discless or the disc, which I think the discless will be $399. I think that's the purpose of the digital PlayStation, is to get that $399 price point. Because remember, Microsoft had no problem displaying twice a $499 console on stage. They had no, that's it. It's $500. Twice they did it. They didn't learn their lesson. Sony announced a $600 console. They made sure that every goddamn console after that $600 announcement, go get a second job. $399. That PlayStation, $399. Take out that camera. You want to know what? The PlayStation 4 Pro, $399. Do not even touch $500. The only way they bid $500 is with the $500 unit that was the ultimate, a very exclusive the 500 million console. That was the only one that was $499. Everybody else, $399. The Pro, $399. The VR was more expensive than the Pro. They made sure that their console did not go over $400. Microsoft said $500 with a camera. No. All right, it's $400. Oh, but here's the X. $500. What? Again? Didn't you learn your lesson? A $499 console doesn't move. Okay, we'll do it again with the Series, with the X. Do you think that Phil Spencer is going to come out now and drop a Series X? That's why the Series S being released and being talked about, that's the insurance policy. Do you remember did he say? Wait a second. He said this. And I think he's going to do the same approach. Right here. In 2017, Phil Spencer says the Xbox One S units will sell. Microsoft selling more S units than the X has always been the plan. So he spoke to Eurogamer, and Phil said the majority of our consoles that are sold next year will be S. That's been the plan. That's why the S launched last year. The way it looks, the console will drive most of the volume in pure unit sales. If you're a customer looking just to get in with the S, if somebody who wants a premium experience, you go buy your X. And he says, indeed, Spencer said he saw the Pro as a competitor to the S. Oh my God, remember that? He said that the Pro was compared to the S and the X was in its own class. Oh, Jesus. And then there he goes again. He also confirmed that Microsoft will have marketing deals for Assassin's Creed and Middle-earth. But he said he wasn't a fan of deals that hold back exclusive content. I don't think it's good. Oh, really? Yeah, we don't think that, so Phil. That's why you don't do it. But your competition does it, so, you know, you're the oddball out. But he said it right there. The S will sell more than the X. That's the plan. So, the Series S will sell more than the Series X. That's the plan. So the Series X will be for those people who want to spend the most money. You know, we'll make Lamborghinis for those people that want to buy the Lamborghinis. Even though it only comes with 2 wheels. Because it's not utilizing the full speed of the Lamborghini. Because it's only 12 teraflops with GamePass games. But, I digress. The Series X, the Series S, will be the one that sells the most at a nice price of $399. And if he pulls that strategy again, oh my goodness, Grinders. Oh my goodness. If he thinks that the Series S is going to be the thing to compete against the PlayStation 5 instead of the Series X, because the Series X is going to be at $599 as these rumors state. And he's like, that's just a premium experience. You know, people want that, fine. But our real driving factor right now is the Series S. Which is pretty interesting. And the last point I want to make about this whole thing is that you would think if you had 2 consoles, a weaker one that was going to replace the X, right? The One X. Now that we know this is interesting. Hear this thought that I have, Grinders. Hit that like button. Let's try to get to 80 likes. Holy crumb buns. Think this. If we know now, like the Xbox One X was discontinued, right? And we know that the Series S is possibly the replacement upgrade for the Series X, right? Those crumb buns. If you knew what you knew now, right? Why wouldn't they have announced the Series S first? Since that was going to replace the X. And then announce the Xbox Series X when Sony starts announcing its PlayStation 5. Like, why wouldn't you announce the weaker one first and the more expensive, the powerful one later? Mark Woodland says, Jez, Series X $499, Series S $399, PS5 $499, digital $399. I can't see the S being ultra cheap because Xbox X was $399. Microsoft pricing all over the place. And Ravenflow goes to the real point. He says it's been a distraction. He says that he thinks, and I think Ravenflow, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Ravenflow was stating that He thinks that this X is a distraction because they want to kind of self-cannibalize them. Like they want to do a self-inflicting of damage to themselves, where they want this X to be so expensive that you will almost like gravitate towards the S. You think so? Oh, wait. He says they want to focus on the PAL. No, I heard that from somebody else. I don't know if that was Chris Righteous. Somebody was saying that. Maybe it was on Saltiest podcast where they were saying that maybe it's a mislead because they want you to think about, wow, that's so expensive, but I still could get into this generation with the S. I don't know what kind of finesse that they're trying to push. All I know is that it is going to be hard for them to show two consoles that have two different variations of power and two different extreme price points. And if you don't believe it, look how the X and the S were done. They did a horrible job of trying to show the justification of why the X was more powerful. Microsoft did nothing. It was all about Digital Foundry that was doing stuff and fans. Microsoft did nothing. They didn't have a demo saying, here's the S, here's the X in stores to show the difference. No. And Greenberg came out and said no. They weren't going to do that. But I'm like, how do you justify a $200 price difference? I don't know. I think Sony's going to maybe do 500 and 400. But I really don't think so. I think Xbox is going to be 500. I can't see the Series X being 600. But oh my goodness. It will be the death blow. If it's 500, if that is 600 and then the Pro is 400 and 450 or 400 and 300 and I don't even know. This Series S thing I think is stupid. I think the Series S is a console that comes out after your banger comes out, your big powerful console. And see how stupid this is because the way they did it, they talked about the X so early in December. And now Sony's talking PlayStation 5. Now Microsoft's going to introduce the S and it's going to look like, oh, well, here's Microsoft's weaker console to compete against the PlayStation 5. And everybody on the internet's going to be screaming, no, they have the Series X too. What are you talking about? And it's like, it's stupid because Microsoft saved the weaker console to when Sony started talking about its next-gen console. So everybody now, the media, are going to now associate the Series S with Microsoft's next-gen complement to the PlayStation 5. The Series X was announced so long ago that people are like, oh yeah, remember this thing? Because trust me, when they open pre-orders, they'll be like, Microsoft Series S and PlayStation 5. Like, I would have announced that S early. Not even the price of it, but just to talk about there's a weaker console. Oh, and here's the more powerful one. Actually, it would have been better to show the weaker console. PlayStation announced theirs and then them drop the X and show how much more powerful it is. But again, you need the games. And you need the games to do the talking. And what the last thing I want to do is my favorite quote.
Enough from me. We're going to have the games do our talking.
And that's the most important part. If the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox are both $600, everybody's buying a PlayStation 5 because of the games. All right? And it's the games. That's where it is. The Xbox One had issues because it had the camera in it. People didn't know about trading in your games and ownership of games. That was all mismessaged. And that added to a lot of kind of confusion with the Xbox One. When Sony just came out and said the PlayStation it's $100 cheaper at launch, and here's a whole bunch of indie games. And people are like, oh, games and PlayStation $399, woohoo! And Uncharted's coming, okay, woohoo! Even though Microsoft had the games. I like the games that Microsoft had. But the problem is that their messaging got interfered with the games that they had. Now, their messaging is interfering with the whole goddamn thing, and they don't have the games. That's why this year is worse than 2013. At least, if you look through all the bullshit of their stuff, like all their messaging, and just saw the games, like, hey, at least they got some games I can play. Now, their messaging is all over the place, with Phil saying anti-consumer, or Phil saying, like, holding back as a meme, and all this other stuff. And now they don't have the games. And now PlayStation, they're making a definitive statement like, this is your next generation. Here's your next generation experience. Your controller. The console looks futuristic. And here are the games. And that before and after screenshot of Spider-Man. Holy crap. If that doesn't show you what next gen looks like, nobody sold me on next gen. Just look at that goddamn Spider-Man picture. Okay? Captured on a PlayStation 5. You haven't seen anything captured on a Series X ever. Meanwhile, we knew about the thing 2 years ago. Phil talked about it last year's E3, showed it last December. The breakdown, take apart in February. And what? We haven't seen one game running on the goddamn console. Sony, quiet for 2 years, shows there they show captured on PlayStation 5, put in Entertainment Magazine. If that doesn't show you the reason why next generation, I'm hyped. I showed my son the Spider-Man picture. He goes, holy crap. He's like, wait a second. He goes, that's what the PlayStation 4 version looked like? That's the new one? I won't play the new Spider-Man. Done. Done. Just a picture. So all those people going, well, you know what? I'm really not sold on next gen. Speak for Xbox. Because if you were looking forward to an Xbox, I could see that response. But I hear people say that and they go, and neither did the PlayStation sell me on the next. Really? You're going to do that? If Xbox upset you and doesn't get you excited for next generation, that's fine. But you don't bring that shit to PlayStation. PlayStation showed some good shit. They gave a big compelling, oh, well, it's only Spider-Man. What? And Ratchet and Clank. Meanwhile, Microsoft's talking ray tracing. Sony showed ray tracing better than Microsoft in their best game. Ray tracing patch later. Microsoft, you were the one talking ray tracing was next generation in all your tech talk. Hardware ray tracing. Remember? Xbox Series X has hardware ray tracing. We don't know what Sony has. Sony has some faux tracing. Arnold?
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Meanwhile, Sony shows games getting showed with ray tracing with Spider-Man and with Ratchet and Clank. Then Microsoft shows Halo and they go, ray tracing is going to be a patch coming later.
No deal.
Take it back!
And they did. Delayed. So somebody could talk the talk and the other could walk the walk. Thank you, Nigel. You know what, Nigel? I think I'm signing out too. It's been a late night, but man, my gears are grinded. Because I had to show value. And I had to show the differences. You make the call. And I'm not saying Game Pass is trash. No way. I'm not saying PlayStation Now is trash. I'm not saying go subscribe for PlayStation Now right now. I'm not telling you to go Game Pass right now. All I did was show you the differences between the two and drop the facts that one needs a subscription to play online and the other one does not. That's value. One is $180 a year because of that, and the other is $59.99, $60 a year. $120 difference. With that difference, it's the Xbox first party, which have not been quality over the last few years, quote Phil Spencer. The games they have put in Game Pass from their first party, which is a major difference between the two of them, were created for small scope, for the subscriber. And now they bought studios to do that.
Put that cookie down! Now!
That's what Pug says it. So I showed the value. So when you talk about value and Game Pass is the future and xCloud, even streaming, which I joke about saying with a strap on, playing on a 5-inch screen at McDonald's, I don't know who wants to do that. But PlayStation Now had over 450 games streamed. You saw them streamed here. I streamed them. Was there all artifacting, lag, messed up? Not that I saw. Justify the 900 games that are in PlayStation Now. It's a good value. It's a good side piece. It's a good option. But for Xbox, Game Pass is the option. It is their future. It is Xbox. That's why it gets the attention that it does, because people know without Game Pass, there is no Xbox. That's why Game Pass gets the urgency to be the thing. PlayStation Now, it goes away. PlayStation is here. They could cut off PlayStation Now and go, whoop. You're still getting your games. It's not affected. God of War 2 will not be affected by PlayStation Now. However, Halo Infinite is affected by Game Pass. Fable might be an MMO because of Game Pass. State of Decay 3 might be an MMO because of Game Pass. Service within a service. That's why Microsoft's having an issue with Google and Apple, because they want you to use their service to buy microtransactions in their games through the cloud. And Google and Apple want a piece. Microsoft wants you to use the cloud and take those games that are in a service and what the hell's that talking? And buying that stuff in a service. That's why they want you to do a service within a service. Hey, here's Gears 5 for $1 and a box of Pop-Tarts. Oh, you want that Dom skin? Well, that's $12. That's $5. Oh, you could grind and get them, but you got to play every one of the game modes, even the ones you don't like, in order to get points to unlock that skin. Why don't you just pass the $10 and you could run around as Dom? You got the game for $1. What are you complaining about? Service within a service. But then you're also paying $15 to access that game. You're paying $15 to access Gears 5. And now you got to pay microtransactions to enjoy content behind microtransactions in Gears 5. You think Halo multiplayer is going to be free? And that's it? You don't think there's going to be any microtransactions, anything like that? It will be. Nothing's free. If it's free, there's something done to compensate for that. Nobody's going to work 5 years on a game and say, here you go for free. That's why you're not seeing games from third party in Game Pass. However, I do think the next thing, the big announcement that they're going to do right now, is that going to say EA Access is in Game Pass. Why not? You put games that don't do too well at retail in Game Pass. Why don't you put some services that don't do too well, like EA Access, which has really took a shit over the last few years? Those sons of bitches didn't even put the Star Wars game in EA Access. All it is a 10-hour subscription for their goddamn sports games. They haven't released a game worth the damn in the last 2 years to even justify EA Access for that trash-ass $30. But you want to know what? It's not doing well, so why not? Put it in the Game Pass graveyard. That's where everything goes for a second life. It's like goddamn purgatory for video games. Hey, you know what? You get a second life. Put them in Game Pass. Hey, you know what? EA Access didn't do too hot. You know what? Put it in Game Pass. That's what Game Pass is. But it's supposed to be value. But guess what? It's all the stuff that just didn't hit. That's what Game Pass is. It's a goddamn graveyard. The goddamn purgatory. That's the impression that it has. Cyberpunk's took, like, we're not going to no Game Pass. Why? Phil says games in Game Pass sell more. Why is a Cyberpunk not going in Game Pass? Why aren't you excited about that rumor? Control, why weren't you excited? We're not in Game Pass. No way. No, why? Because nobody would buy the goddamn game if it was in Game Pass. Oh, shit, but that's not what Phil said. Phil said games in Game Pass sell more. Yeah, that's Phil Ness. He's talking about games that probably wouldn't even live on a shelf, get exposure, and do better because they're there for a click of a download. There's no entry fee. Oh, what's this game? I'll try it out. No risk. Oh, what's this game? Wait, I got to pay $30 for it? Oh, I'm not playing this. Oh, it's different then. You'll try it out if it's included. It makes sense. It's consumerism. Game Pass sells more Pop-Tarts. That's right. But with that, And then the final thing about the thing, who knows, man? We'll see about these rumors of this price. But like I said, the only real thing now they don't have Halo. Microsoft really needs that Series X to be like $399 to even have a kind of fighting chance against PlayStation. They need the PlayStation 5 to be rumored to be $600, and Microsoft Xbox sitting there, Series X sitting at $400 or some shit like that. That's the only way that Microsoft could even try to get any kind of leverage. Thank you, 2JZ. Hit that like button. Let's hit 80 right before I turn this off, guys. I'm going to bed. Damn, it's late. I know it's 10 o'clock, Buck. I know it's 10. But guys and girls, this has been a great show. This has been, I appreciate the support, the likes, even the dislikes, Can't win them all. But I showed you the stuff. And yeah. It's not even midnight, he says. Oh my goodness. But hey, everybody. Thank you again. Great conversation. Great chat. Thank you so much. I'm going to go drink some water and go to bed, man. But yeah. It's a wild ride. We can't wait to see what's going on. But man, just keep showing me some good games. I know, Devil. They don't care about it. That's what I mean. Fighting Chance. I know those days are done. I know they're done. But you know what? Just become the app then. But my thing is that even if they say they don't care about sales, as long as they're making a console, they will always be compared to the PlayStation and Nintendo until they stop making consoles and discontinue them. And that's why I'm saying, if this Series X and S really don't take off, and it's even slower than anything, like if Sony's launches and they fly off shelves and Sony's at like 10 million and Microsoft's sitting at maybe 2 million, I wouldn't be surprised if they just nix the whole goddamn thing and just go right to apps and just say, hey, we're putting our app on Nintendo Switch. We're putting GamePass and xCloud on the PlayStation or on the Switch. Like, I think when push comes to shove, if these series consoles don't really take off and it really is a lopsided thing, worse than now, which it looks like, they're done. It's done. I don't know what is it. They put their games everywhere already. They already played their ace in the hole. They put their games everywhere except on the competing consoles. So that's the last step. And then they're truly platform agnostic. And I think Sony and Nintendo are playing it smart. They're like, you know what? We're not going to put you on our platform until you give us games that are worth the damn. Like, we're not going to make you put NBA 2K20 on our platform through streaming when people will buy it from my PlayStation store. So until they stop competing that way, Sony's not going to do it. And Microsoft will have to pivot again and adjust to compromise, just like they have to do with Apple Store. And the names, I agree. The names are confusing as hell. PlayStation 5, boom. You want a disc? No disc. You got a Series X, a Series S. Well, which one's more powerful? The X. How do I know that? Well, I don't know. Which one does 4K? Well, both of them do, but this one does weaker 4K, 1080p. Oh, this one does 150 frames a second, 160 frames a second. It's like, but my TV does 60 frames. That's why I think these people talking about these high frames per rate. Like, you need a TV with that refresh rate, okay? A majority of the TVs do 60 unless they do some random-ass software interpolation of 120. But natively, a lot of these TVs are 4K 60 unless you get really, really expensive TVs that have higher refresh rates. Okay? So selling a console with 144 refresh rate, good luck running that on a TV with 60 frames. Okay? See? Buck Rogers has 120 frames at 1080p. So, So anyway, that's another story. But Grinders, thank you again. It's been a great time. We're going to play one more Spaceball. Oh, that one don't work. But anyway, woo! We started with the Spaceballs. We're ending with the Spaceballs. There we go. 4K 240 Hz, boy. Devil Shooter. Monitor is better. I agree. Good night, everybody. And with that, Grinds My Gears puts another one in the books. Let's get this one more like before I hit that thing. Let me get that one more like One more like for 80. Anybody? One more like. We're at 79. We're at 79. Do I have an 80? Do I have one more like? One more like for an 80. We have an 80. I'll do Spaceballs one more time. We got an 80. 79. Going once, going twice. Do we have an 80? One like. Just one like. One thumb. Hit the thumb. One thumb. Anybody. Phil, you have there it is! Thank you very much. 80 likes. Hit that siren, everybody. Thank you. Woo! 81! You're not gonna make me leave. Thank you, everybody. I'm out of here. You guys are keeping me up. We hit it. Thank you so much, guys. This is my first time ever hitting over 80 likes. Thank you again. I appreciate the support. And grinds my gears closes another chapter. Good night, everybody. I'll be back. And a dislike. Thank you very much for that dislike, too. I am Ghost.